prosper in Africa. Yeah, the world. Liberia, sweet land of liberty. We prophesy to you, you will rise, you will shine, you will prosper in Africa. Yeah, the world. Liberia, sweet land of liberty. We prophesy to you, you will rise, you will shine, you will prosper in Africa. Yeah, the world. You are lifted, amen, hallelujah. Liberia, you are lifted, amen, we prophesy to you, you are lifted, amen, hallelujah, amen. You are lifted, amen, hallelujah. Kingdom shall come to your life, amen, hallelujah. Nations shall come to your life, amen, hallelujah. Liberia, you are lifted, amen, hallelujah. We prophesy to you, you are lifted, amen, hallelujah. We prophesy prosperity in the government, amen, hallelujah. We prophesy righteousness in the government, amen, hallelujah. We prophesy holiness in the government, amen, oh, you are lifted, amen, hallelujah. Liberia, you are lifted, amen, hallelujah, amen. Liberia, sweet land of liberty. We prophesy to you, you will rise, you will shine, you will prosper in Africa. Yeah, the world. Liberia, sweet land of liberty. We prophesy to you, you will rise, you will shine, you will prosper in Africa. Yeah, the world. Hallelujah. Come on, Liberia. Rise up from your slumber and enlarge your course, for the day of your lifting has come. For favor shall embrace you from every angle, and your enemies shall see your lifting. They shall see your rising and bow. Hallelujah. Come on, join me. Let's celebrate Jesus. You are lifted, amen, hallelujah. Liberia, you are lifted, amen, hallelujah. We prophesy to you, you are lifted, amen, hallelujah. No enemy shall rise up against you, Liberia, amen, hallelujah. No enemy shall come against you, Liberia, amen, oh, you are lifted, amen, hallelujah. Liberia, you are lifted, amen, hallelujah. Kingdom shall come to your life, amen, hallelujah. Nations shall bow to your rise, amen, hallelujah. Oh, Liberia, you are lifted, amen, hallelujah. Oh, you are lifted, amen, hallelujah. Liberia, you are lifted, amen, hallelujah. Liberia, you are lifted, amen, hallelujah. The day of your rising has come, amen, hallelujah. The day of your favor has come, amen, hallelujah. Oh, the set time to favor you has come, amen, Liberia, sweet land of liberty. We prophesy to you, you will rise, you will shine, you will prosper in Africa. Yeah, the world. Liberia, sweet land of liberty. We prophesy to you, you will rise, you will shine, you will prosper in Africa. Yeah, the world. You are lifted, amen, hallelujah. Liberia, you are lifted, amen, hallelujah. We
Mome Waga. Because he's a super player. Because he's a brilliant player. All the opposition setting defense, double defense, triple defense. Hey! But Mome Waga is not the time on his defense. He's warming up. Babin is warming up. Yeah, he's jogging, jogging, jogging. And the crowd is cheering for Mome Waga. But one thing I want to tell you, Babe, it's chocolate defense. Babe, chocolate defense. How are you? Getting out of bed, getting out of bed, getting out of bed. Waka chocolate defense. Getting out of bed, getting out of bed, getting out of bed. Waka chocolate defense. The puppet is a professional player. The puppet is a very, very good driver. No matter what kind of defense you build, now me we give you bevel. Oh me we give you karapuge. Oh me we give you griki kaka. Hey, Berekatu, we got a Berekatu. You don't fall, but you come better way. You come better way. Waka, you come better way. Hey, you don't fall, but you come better way. You come better way. Waka, you come better way. Hey,
It's naughty again, though, yeah. Oh. Every day, every day, every day, every day, every day. I see my people working hard every day. And I pray, and I pray, and I pray, and I pray, and I pray that our leaders will bring us back a brighter day. Say, end the corruption, bring your children protection. A new direction, we need a new direction. Say, make a change, yeah, for the motherland, for you and me, yeah, for the motherland. Make a change, yeah, for the motherland, for you and me, yeah, for the motherland. Make a change, yeah, for the motherland, for you and me, yeah, for the motherland. Make a change, yeah, for the motherland, for you and me, yeah, for the motherland.
The best predictor of future performance and future behavior is past performance and past behavior. And as Liberians go to the poll on October 10th, I ask you to keep those two truths in mind and answer some of these hard questions about why we are where we are after 170. We have to do some things differently if we
I want to welcome you to the Mademson Abraka Talk Show. Here we discuss the truth. We don't intend to know it all. Keep sharing because Mr. Emmanuel Yartoe is going to be our guest this evening. Mr. Emmanuel Yartoe going to be our guest. So keep on sharing.
Liberia just turned 170 years old, the oldest republic in Africa. And yet, we're one of the least developed countries on the continent, and indeed, one of the least developed countries in the world. We cannot keep doing the same things, my people.
There is no game, and everybody's supposed to play. But everybody against one man, and that woman is lawless. Ha! Moment, yeah. Because he's a super player, because he's a brilliant player. That's right. All the opposition setting defensive, double defensive, triple defensive. Hey! But Roman Walker is not the time on us defensive. He's warming up, Babin is warming up. Yeah, he's jogging, jogging, jogging. And the crowd is cheering for the Wagaya. But one thing I want to tell you, Babin, the chocolate defense. Babin chocolate defense. How are you?
On my way to the market, where the market to go buy my market, I got on this bike. When we reached to Poro Junction, the bike was stopped. I said, well, why you stop? He said, the man stopping right to Police Academy Junction. So I said, no, I don't want anyone sitting behind me because the man can misbehave. When we the women on the bike, he said, I beg you, say, stop, let the man ride with us. He sat down behind me. When we reached opposite to car, water factory, he took her the wet handkerchief from his pocket and wiped my feet with the handkerchief. The last word that came from my mouth, what going on? When we passed to car, I not to myself again. They passed with me, they carried me as far as Coca-Cola factory. When we reached in front of Coca-Cola factory, they were taking me for a bike to put me in a black Jeep with tinted windshield. When they put me in a black Jeep, they tapped my face with black cloth. They carried me, I don't know the road in and out. I only saw myself in an unfinished beating. They took the black cloth from my face. I saw 5 other women there that they kidnapped too. Started carrying one in the slaughter room. Carried the first person in the year. People here come for me. They taking all the other parts from me. Taking the other parts from on me. They taking the other parts from on me. Everybody was just crying. Everybody was just there.
At that time, you were staying not to yourself.
Yes.
When you could hear women crying.
I only heard people crying. They carried the 4th person out of the 5th. When they came, they carried me in a room. I saw the other table. They had different instruments for human parts on the table. They put me on a big table, trying to take out my blast. Took my blast on me. They took out the trousers from on me. But then my woman sickness was on me. So I had to say, but why y'all bring the table chicken here? The chicken looking at it. You know, can you say chicken for sacrifice? So you put the chicken back also. I had to talk me down from the table. They kept me back in the room. But the other woman too, the same thing with her woman sickness was on her. I had to say, but the 2 chicken they not correct. Can you say for sacrifice? So they just keep them here in the net. We go dump them by the wayside. I had to tie our faces from 4 in the evening. Morning. That's a Tuesday. Tie our face with the same black cloth. We drove on the road back in the night. That's why I was there in front of Coca-Cola factory. I had the other woman say me, I can't stay here for another one to happen. She called her people and they took her home. Me, I said I go into Zone 5 to carry a complaint. I asked the Bible to bring me to Zone 5. And the Bible carried me to Zone 5. Started asking for money. I said, Papa, I just from hell. God just saved me from hell. So I don't have money on me. Please help me. When I time we were talking, the other police officer came in. He said, what happened? What going on here? I had explained to the officer. The officer said, let's go to the desk. And we went to the desk. I gave my complaint. The other officer left. I said, well, we got similar case here that day.
Police officers the one that telling you that it has similar case of what you were explaining to them.
Yes, similar case about one girl too. But I took my statement. They asked me for my parents' number. I gave my mother and father number, and they called him. And how they came to the station for.
But since then, the police have called you after taking statement from you or evidence?
No.
So how do you feel now?
Staying out to myself. Every time I close my eyes. I close my eyes and sleep. I say, yeah, the voices God help me. They are doing this to me. That.
Welcome to the TV.
And the vote that coming, the next vote, I have to be careful. Especially me, I will vote trying for people. Black guy, I will vote for black guy for the country to be set. The vote because it will be 3% that will be running.
3% will be running in the coming election.
Yes. We got the vice president with Joe Taylor. Then we got the president Joe Weah. Then Joseph Boakai. It's a 3% that will be running. Actually, that we know about then. You got me? But the size, my only side that we already taking and the whole country will take it. It will be Joseph Boakai.
So what you really seeing now? Tell what really making you vex in the whole thing?
What making you vex? The country is looking better. Yeah,
you saw the country looking bad. How you looking bad?
Fine. Thing that we not seen before. We seen it.
What do you see now?
Fine. We never see anything that they say my close church. We never see anything that they say my close school. Do not hold one another hand. You got me?
I got you.
Everything was there. We never hear that one day. The people were there, vice president, they say he's sleeping with hey. We never hear that one day. You got me?
I got you.
The reason my point that hate it on is one of my point there.
So you not believe in the coronavirus thing?
Actually, I can't even tie my nose. No signal that can hold me.
We come and cut a legitimate salary from workers instead of increasing or just leaving it at a less, but to have removed it as per their power. We are calling on the legislature. When we say legislature, we mean the lower house and the House of Representatives. As you can see today, the staff here is comprises of the House of Representatives and the House of Senate. So we're giving them 3 days ultimatum. 3 days ultimatum to meet the concerned staff authorities as to how they're going to restore that money and pay it retroactively. Any move other than that, I can promise you that the legislature, none of them will enter here, especially those of them that want to be senators. It is very right that's happening to have seen even the chair at the lower house, House of Representatives, Honorable Tomo Fala, to say you want to be senator for Mosoralo when you have committed mayhem on staff in Mosoralo who's supposed to vote for him. You have committed mayhem even on staff in your office that campaigning for you over 8 months. They cannot get their salary by law, by Civil 7 law. It's happening. And any staff under my voice who want to care about for Honorable Thomas who have committed mayhem on you, and you can restore this money, you vote for him, you are cursed. You are cursed on our law, on our traditional law. You are cursed. So we call it on them. The gasoline, the recast budget, the gasoline for Starbucks to the lower house were being called off. When it came to the Senate restored the Starbucks gasoline here. What happened to our colleagues down the line who everyone are doing the same work? They cannot get a gasoline, and the Senate have restored the gasoline of their Starbucks here, and today their distribution going on gasoline. Our colleagues at the lower cannot get gasoline. And the time right is happening. We're calling on the legislature leadership to intervene immediately. What happened to the lower house? It will happen to the Senate. What happened to the Senate? It will happen to the lower house. If the Senate staff are getting gasoline, why the lower house staff cannot get gasoline? Oh, well, me and finance and budget, Jeremiah Kuma answer. These are people who want to fill us with the representative status, and they want to be senators. We will resist them to intellectual death. We want to.
Action might result to some of your loss in your job.
There are consequences in advocacy. If our advocacy for our just benefit will be we lost our job, let the job go. Let the job go. Let other people survive. We've been advocacy over the years. The issue is not about job. You're talking about 600 to 800 plus staff from the boss. Even those are working with.
Mr. Emmanuel Yartoe, how you doing?
How are you, my friend?
You have to shift a little bit. You have to. Yeah, very good. Yeah, Mr. Emmanuel Yartoe, how is the evening?
My evening is always good, man. Wonderful.
Thank you.
I am elated.
Thank you. Before we start the ball rolling, we want to know who is Mr. Emmanuel Yartoe. My audience want to know who is Mr. Emmanuel Yartoe.
Emmanuel Yartoe is a community leader. He is an activist. He's a person who believes in building capacity for Liberians. For 30 years, he's been in the mud and in the sand to making sure that Liberians thrive wherever they may be. So I'm a community man. I'm a man who believes in Liberia.
I live in Detroit. I'm by trade. I'm a political and business consultant. I have lived in Detroit for 22 years. I'm integrated in the society. I have extended my talent and my skill set to the community. I'm a willing participant in everything that's good about Liberia. But one thing I believe in is my country, and I work for my country in every capacity. So I'm very happy that I'm on this show. That's who
Okay.
I am, a community man.
Okay. Thank you very much. That was a brief introduction right there. I Let's get to the real game, the real ball. Mr. Emmanuel Yartoe, you did pledge your support to ADD, and ADD won the senatorial election. Am I correct? Now,
Pledge is a harsh word, oh man. I volunteered my support for ADD in the senatorial elections, and the rest is history.
yeah, but before that, I want to come to your support to ADD. Now, ADD have he is leading toward JMB, and him being one of your strong members, one of your strong supporters indeed, because it have not been if it was not because of your support financially and support wise, ADD could not have been what he is today. But can you tell me, where do you see yourself going? Because ADD is saying he is leading towards JNB. Where is he leading to?
But then you must ask ADD why he leaned towards JMB. Understand that in the last podcasts, ADD said that the Friends of DeLong and mothers and all of Liberia was asked to support a cause, and that he, as a candidate, did not sign a contract and a promise to support anybody in a presidential election. He didn't expect anybody to choose for him, and therefore he said that he will not choose for anybody. But let's go back. Why do I support Cummings? Is that what you really want to hear? Why I support Cummings?
Yeah.
In 2017, the people of Liberia resoundingly said they want to change. After 12 years of misrule, squander opportunity, messy economy, messy educational system, messy health system, the people said enough is enough. We want change. But you understand, in the process of politics, you always put forth the right people. But sometimes the right people do not want to put themselves forth. And in the process, the people voted for familiarity. They voted for Weah as the change agent. Remember now, they soundly rejected Joseph Boakai. 14 of the 15 counties said, we don't want you, Joseph. You had your chance. You were there as a sidekick, presiding officer for the Senate for 12 years. We didn't want you. Fast forward. 3 years after that, our man, George Weah, all the promises he made were failed promises. And the people said, we want to change. And that change brought forth the light. And you know what the light wanted to do? DeLong, as the representative and the torchbearer of the light, has promised and he has delivered. DeLong said that he will turn the light on. There were a lot of bad things that went on in our Senate that nobody knew of. The salaries, the bonuses. DeLong said he didn't want it. DeLong said, I will shake the table. And DeLong promised, and he delivered on everything he promised.
Yeah,
but
he said that he will not take, but yet the last money he
hold
took.
On. The man said he will shake the table. But what happens when you shake the table and the fruits are falling on the ground? Somebody got to clean that fruit up, oh man. It's called a cleanup crew. DeLong is not a specialist in cleaning. Fast forward to 2023, the issue of change will be on the ballot. And the people of Liberia say we've tried all of the squander opportunities. We've tried all of the messy educational system. We will want to present a person who understands how to clean stuff up. And dirty hands, oh man, cannot clean dirty hands. Dirt can't clean dirt. We need clean person. Dylan has done his job. Dylan's not running for any office. And we're thankful to Dylan for all the help he's giving us. Enlighten us. Our eyes are open, oh man. Our eyes are open.
The man said that he was not going to take anything that above 5,000.
Then you go ask the man. Then you go and ask the man. I'm saying to you now, I need a cleanup crew, and I'm telling that's the reason why.
He said that he was not going to take anything above 5,000. The car that Mr. Dylan ran. Now it sounds laughable.
It is laughable. Because guess what I mean? I'm not here to support Dylan. Dylan's not running for president or vice president. I'm here to articulate the vision that we need. When I'm from River says, in this government, we've never improved the life. And mind you, President Weah's mother is from River says. As a professional football player, do you know that he never sent one football that cost $2.50 in China and maybe $5 in Monrovia? The educational system is still a mess. Like Dylan said, it was in the toilet. They flushed it down a septic tank. Somebody put it in the toilet. It was not in the kitchen table. One guy was in the kitchen and he took it and put it in the toilet. Then we are taking from there and put it in the septic.
There is a distinction between a vice president and the president. You know that.
Tell me what a vice president does. What does the vice president do?
The vice president is...
let me educate you on something. Do you know the vice president is the only position in Liberia that can serve in both branches?
Yeah, I know.
The only person. Oh, you don't know that.
I know that the vice president, according to our constitution, our vice president is there to assist the president, but he is the president of the Senate. Wherein there is a tie vote, that way he vote. And Mr. Joseph Mwaka never voted before in our Senate because there was not a tie vote. No.
But there was not a tie vote. You know why? You know what? 64 of the 68 concessions where they bind our future, our children, our grandchildren for the next 50 to 100 years. They were signed under Madam Salif and they were declared bogus. And he sat down there as chief advisor to the president. And then he moved on as the chief presider over the signing of those bills. And he ain't got nothing to say. So there's two things. He's either a willing participant in the signing of those bogus documents, or he is just an absent parent. You know what an absent parent is? When you sit down and the food you're eating, you didn't pay for it, but you're smelling all that chicken. And then you didn't know your kids were stealing that chicken from somebody's store. Do you think when the police come, who they coming for? They're coming for you because you are an absent parent, or you are the one who sent those kids to steal that chicken. So either way, we cannot trust. So I ask myself, why do I support Cummings, oh man? Why do I support Cummings? I've told you, it is not about the sentiments. It is not about Abraham. It's not about you and me. You and me, we can push our cartoon. For me, God has blessed me. But I have a 20-year-old son. I got a 24-year-old daughter that I adopted from River Cess. You know what? That girl was the only child in school when I took her from 5th grade all the way through college. She was the only child in that particular class that graduated from college. 4 of the girls that were in her class, they were all pregnant, and one of them had 5 kids. The hope and the aspirations of our kids were dashed because I could only afford to take one at a time. It is the government's responsibility to give hope to our people, to give an opportunity. I ask myself, for River Cess, for Sino, for Bassa, what will Liberia look like in 2029, December 21st, on a Boaka administration or a Cummings administration? And I can tell you today that the reason why I'm supporting Cummings is because the vision he articulates and the record he has will give my children the opportunity and will give my children the guarantee that although Liberia may not be developed in 6 years, but Liberia will be on its track to development because we have somebody that understands 2 things. He understands leadership and he understands system. Oh man, have you gone to Liberia lately? I've been in Liberia 3 times this year. From the airport to our churches, from our mosque to waterside, everything is disorderly. We've done things so bad, so long that we don't know what is right. How can you take a man who for 40 years existed in our system and he sat down for 12 years in a rotten system?
For 25 years.
After 12 years, he was there as vice president for 12 years.
Yeah.
So forget about it. So let's say you're doing 25 years or 10 years. I'll give you 10 years or 12 years. Forget about the 25 part of it. A man who sits down and have no say whatsoever, and he say, my constitutional role is to just be bobo. I will sit down there until Ellen Johnson die. Is that the kind of man you will guarantee me future when they give them 14 billion in investment? Okay? And they couldn't do nothing. Do you think I get a man 6 years and I gave him 500 million, he'll do anything? My man, we're fighting for our children. And I hope you come on board because I know you are a man of good. You got like brother heart. It's not about family. It's not about friendship. It's about record. And Coming is the best choice.
Okay.
And that is the message.
Okay. Let's go to Mr. Coming. Mr. Coming was in the United States. Do you know how many years he was in the United States for? Do you know that? All right.
Really?
Okay.
But you go, you see how many years he worked at Coca-Cola.
Right. He worked for Coca-Cola all those long years. Some years.
Yeah.
He never had Liberia a hat. He never because of his investment. Tell me, you show me
investment where?
In Liberia.
Oh wait. So yeah, Bwaka investment, right? A man who is borrowing loan right now.
No.
The man who is borrowing right now from the bank after making $12 million. If I give you $12 million,
you are not going to take me there.
Me the investment.
I am asking you.
I'm only asking the facts. What investment does Bwaka has? Bwaka has an investment in Basa?
You are saying that they may have
investment he has.
You are saying that they may have investment. You are saying that this man have
No. I ain't saying that. No. Don't put words in my mouth. I said articulate the vision. We're doing apple for apple, not apple for oranges. We got 2 persons in the race. In the CPP, the candidate of CPP will meet George Weah. You and myself, Abraham, will not be on the ballot. Yeah. Jesus Christ will not be on the ballot. We have 2 choices. Let's compare apple for apple. No hard feelings, nothing. I'm saying to you, Coming Understand System. Kuni has given back to Liberia more than Bwaka has given back, although he was obligated. Do you know we paid Bwaka to give back and he didn't give back? I myself, I contributed towards the group of 77. On a Bwaka, his wife presided over it. We gave them budget. Go see the group of 77 today. Nobody has given Kumi a dime on public funds. But look at the investment that he has in Liberia. Don't take my investment. Let's go about the platform.
When he is retired from the United States, then he went back to become president, right? Now you are saying that we should compare both of them. No, you are saying that we should compare both of them.
When Bwaka was making farm,
you are saying that we should compare both
of them.
No.
Hold on, man. And you retired. When Bwaka was making farm, according to you, why did he go back in 2005? He must have been about 70 years old by that time. Because when a man walked from Lofa to come to Monrovia, I mean, he can't be, a kid to go to school. You are an old man as a janitor in CWA. So that means he was older than what he actually is. But besides the point, Kumi was blessed. And to whom much is given, much is required. And today, you go in Liberia. Understand, nobody paid Kumi for nothing. Set aside his life prior to 2011. Bwaka was a sitting president, vice president. He was being paid. Compared the investment. Listen to me now. Bwaka wanted to be president in 2011. There was no Kumi around in 2011. You hear me? Tell me what Bwaka has done since 2011 that will warrant us to say, oh, that man love me. I'm from real estate though. Let me see it. He ain't done nothing for me. Hey, Basa Point got no reason to vote for a Bwaka. So you tell me. Does the Manigo guy need to vote for Bwaka? Go to Kwani Bowling today. Kwani Bowling, or go to Nima Kante, where Madigos hail from. Or Bon Kante. Show me what he's done for the Manigo tribe that was saying will give their vote to the Ambassador. He ain't done that for us. I'm saying to you, the benevolent nature of Cummins have set it apart from the existing code. No, you must around the ballot though. So don't talk about humanity because we pay one man a salary to be good. And he couldn't do it. And the other man come by. Do you think my folks in Riverside that are hungry right now? There was a flood in Riverside. One of the lady who is paralyzed. I had to send money to go find a house for her today. Do you think she care whether Kumi came today or he came yesterday? Her need is today. Today. Have you gone to Monrovia and see how our people live? Do you think when my house is burned down today, I care what the man brought to me yesterday? Absolutely not. I'm saying to you, one man gave from his heart. The other man was paid to do it and he walked away. That is the difference. So we are asking ourselves, forget about all of the emotions. Who gave you a better chance to succeed? And I submit to you, has always been a Bwaka, has always been a servant that has not given back. Look at Lofa today, oh man. Most of the key people in the government are all Lofians at that time when Bwaka was there. Minister of this, minister of that, finance, foreign affairs. Shouldn't Lofa be better than River says? Do you think it's fundamentally different than River says? Lack
so
of
Mr.
education.
Kumi will make River much better.
Oh, absolutely.
So
Look at the
he will make River more better when he could not win a single seat back then in 2017.
Oh no, he was not on 73 ballot. Why might God win a single seat?
I'm saying that.
I'm telling you. Do you know that Madam Salif, as a sitting president, could not, her own son could not even win? Do you think they both vote on party line? They both vote on individuals. If I'm in Riverside,
where is Mr. Kumi's stronghold? Where is his stronghold?
Oh man, then what you worry for? And we're going to convention. If he ain't got a stronghold, then you worry. He ain't got no stronghold, oh man. Let's go to convention. We'll see whether he got stronghold or not. The people of Liberia owe it to themselves. We're not going to give a person a pass. And you got all the stronghold, you got the majority because you don't know history. No one in the history of Liberia have left office for 4 years and they have won a dime seat. You know why? Walker left office in 2017. Ask him, have you been to Sando County and said, thank you, my people, for voting for me? Ask him, has he been to Maryland? Ask him, has it Bapulu that voted for him? Ask him. He go to Bapulu and say, my people, thank you. But Kumi has been there. Kumi has gone to Labambo. Look, I was new. You say I was new. You voted against me. But my people, thank you for your vote. Thank you for the effort. Thank you for exercising your franchise. Walker will lose to George Weah because you know what happened? He does not have the message to win. The message is a message of change. The message is a message of progress. What are you going to tell George Weah? You can steal less than me or more than me? George Weah say, oh man, when you were there, and you heard today, they said they're going to electrify 38,000 houses. Ellen was giving over 200 million for hydro. She produced about 85 megawatt. Do you know the average is about 1.5 million to a megawatt? But the people had no vision. Okay? And the man was a presiding officer of the Senate, and he was a chief advisor to the president. And you will tell me all of the squandered opportunity. You know what squander means? I give it to you. I say, oh man, hold the egg. I finish cooking for you. You know, I say, hold it. It's not even hot. You take it and you throw it down. It bursts right away. Then you can't talk about, oh, you come. No, we don't trust a man. The old man must retire. And the vision to move ahead will go on. You see how easy it is?
Mr. Yartoe, you sound very sweet. You sound like a sweet wine. But I have a couple of questions here. Mr. Kumi, are you here to tell us why do you think that Mr. Kumi will win the primary, and why? Why Mr. Kumi stand a better chance than winning when the people said when United Party said, and that of ALP, they said they will go with black votings.
oh man, you know what happened? You know how you will know that the man will treat you good? I know we got a saying that you know your Christmas by your Eve. So what are we trying to promote? We as Liberians trying to espouse democracy. One man, one vote.
But black voting is democracy.
Oh man, then you don't know what black voting is. Oh man, ask me. I'm a guy who was an operative in Detroit. That my whip and push. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a lawyer. I coach people on how to vote. I follow politicians. But I get my small little team in my pocket. They talk to me. I say I follow you. I'll give you advice. Let me tell you what black voting is. And we got only 3 political parties. So why are I worried? You got a guy who calls himself, political leader, right? What is a party, oh man? A party is the compilation of individuals who have a value system, number one. They have a common ideology, and they want to use those two to seize power. You have a man who got less than 2% of the vote. Couldn't even win his own hometown where he got all his investment. A man now, instead of raising money for his party, will raise money for somebody else. Is that the kind of man you want to follow? My warning to those people who call themselves that party is that you will be sold out. You've already been sold out. But let me give you an example. Black voting is where we all come together as ANC, and we say, let one person go and vote for us. So you will go to your caucus and say, oh, ANC way want the way ALP is doing it now. They've already black voted. They're used to Crooked G. They will deprive you of the right.
Voting is not Crooked G.
Oh man, do you want black voting for 2023? Do you want people of Barca to say
but there's no black voting in the general election.
I said,
but there is a black voting in the primary for the political parties.
Oh man, then you haven't read the right stuff. You want me to send you didn't I send it to you? The proposed guideline. I've already sent it to you. The guideline has already been sent to the executive board of the CPP. There is nothing called black voting in the history of Liberia, because in doing, you will discredit the rights of the people to choose their leader. Why are you afraid of black voting?
How you will be infringing on our right when the 300 and some more candidates coming together to pledge their support? They say, yes, this is the person voting for. Paul Brown, can you sign? John Brown, can you sign? Peter, can you sign? You sign according to your name, and then you got take that.
Have you looked at the CPP? Have you read the CPP guidelines, the actual original document, and the guidelines?
Yeah, but there's nothing in the guidelines says how the political party should vote.
No. It says in the guideline that each political party is allotted 310 delegates.
Yes, 310.
And the purpose of the delegate is to go to the convention and vote on who the candidate will be.
But it never said how they should vote. It never said how they will vote.
And I agree with you 100%. It said they must go and vote. He said that Henry Costa must go cast their vote. It said that you, Abraham, if you're part of ALP, go and vote in your conscience. And let me tell you something. Why you got all the majority? Why are you afraid of one man, one vote? Let me tell you what I'll do. I will even give you the chance, like they do in the CPP bylaw, to say, select your own delegate. Go bring your dead mother. Your grandmother that died, bring her back, put her on the delegate list. And let me see when they see the future of both men. One has a brighter future and the other one has a bitter past. They cannot clean day, oh man. It takes clean hands to clean day. And Cummings is that clean hands.
As I get an information that Mr. Cummings is a U.S. citizen, are you aware of that?
I'm not aware of that, and the Constitution has spoken to that. So let's pass. I also got information that you are a U.S. citizen too. So what does that mean?
No, but I am not a U.S. citizen, which I can prove. But Mr. Kumi have been a U.S. citizen from Coca-Cola days. Now, the election. No, I come in.
If the man was U.S. citizen against the law, they wouldn't have allowed him on the ballot in 2017.
No. 2017, the law does that mean because the law never take effect internet something, that doesn't mean that
the law even if you listen to Jala case that was ruled 2 years ago, Jala says that until the government of Liberia take you to court and strip you of your citizenship, you are a Liberian when you were born in Liberia. So until you can go back and tell George we had to go file a lawsuit against your commies, all you go file, you're the government, so you can't do that. So forget about that thing, man. I'm talking about vision. Do you think if I take Cummings out, will make my life better in Riverside? Do you think that Boakai cannot prove to me by taking a job we are out is what's going to be? Show me the vision for Boakai that will make a difference. That the
Boakai people will come here to come talk that. The Boakai people will come here.
But you don't want espousing. You don't want espousing the right of Boakai. Show me the Boakai.
No, and let me say that very clear. I don't belong to no political party.
But you're leaning, like most people, you're leaning. We'll pull you up and straighten you up, and you will see the light. And we will do the clinic crew. Follow us, oh man. We have the gloves. It's called the white glove. That cannot clean day, oh man. Only clean hands can clean day. That system is rotten. It takes an expert, a guy who understands that. Let me tell you something.
Let take our first call.
Well, hold on. Let me tell you before your first call come in.
Okay.
You know, I was talking to Kumi the other day.
Yeah.
And hold on. Hey, man, hold on. Let me tell my story.
Let me hold it on.
Okay. Kumis was talking to me about 2 days ago, and we were talking strategy here and there. And then Kumis look at his is it Emmanuel? You know, we've been talking for 15 minutes. I got 5 minutes left because I have another call at 5:30. And I will call you back after that call. That is the kind of leadership we want. When a man say you'll go to work 8 o'clock, he will be the first man to be there. That is the kind of leadership we want, oh man. When a man say I will work for 10 hours, he will work for 10 hours. The leaders in Liberia lead by example. The reason why we are having a problem is because he does not lead by example. We're talking about strengthening a system, oh man. And the leader must be the example. I believe that Cumming has the expertise to lead us. The difference is that we who are well-intentioned must support this because one man can't do it. They cannot clean die, oh man. Only clean hands can clean die.
Okay. Koro, what is the name? Where are you calling on from?
This is Aliu, AB. How you doing?
I'm doing quite all right. Mr. Emmanuel Yartoe is our guest.
Exactly.
Aliu is my man.
That's the reason why I call. I really wanted to just lean back today and watch your show. But when I heard Emmanuel Yartoe eloquently misleading people, I decided to actually come on here, not to necessarily debunk what he is saying, but just to bring him back to his conscience. It is unfair for people to treat people this way. This Emmanuel Yartoe recently was galvanizing for Darrell Zilon to become a presidential candidate. This is the very Emmanuel Yartoe whose credibility has been questioned from the friends of Dillon. He has not been able to make a comprehensive report on funds he collected on behalf of Dillon's campaign. And when he is questioned, he said he can only account for what he received. And he's a leader of a whole group comprising of Europe, Canada, and the United States. And he can only account for himself. And this is the kind of guy we should listen to. Before I ask this question, I want to say this. People like Emmanuel Yartoe are going to destroy Mr. Cummings' chance of ever becoming president of Liberia. If they believe that the best way to push Cummings forth is to denigrate and destroy Joseph Boakai's character, but I got news for them. They have a whole nother thing coming. We will rebound.
Thank you.
And 1 minute, I asked the question.
Ask a question.
We will rebound in some very, very serious retaliation. It could be now, it could be during the primary, or it could even be during the general election. So let them know that their words and their actions does have repercussion.
Your question, please.
Yes, sir. My question to Yartoe, he said Cummings has a lots of investments in Liberia.
Yeah, hold on.
Okay, and none of us are new to Liberia. Can Emmanuel Yartoe, please write this question. Can Emmanuel Yartoe tell us in clear terms, unequivocally, what are the investments that Cummings has in Liberia? What are their names? Because I'm there every year. I want to know about those investments. Don't tell me about his foundation because it only came about when he wanted to become president. So give me the names of the companies that Cummings runs in Liberia that hire Liberians. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Let's go to another call. Carter, what is the name and where are you calling on from?
My name is John. I'm calling from Minnesota. How are you?
I'm doing quite all right. And you?
Good. All right. Well, there is something that you said about the block voting. Why it is true that the block voting might not be in the CPP framework. Everything that has to do with election in Liberia has to conform to the NEC way of doing stuff. So that means that what is not written would have to still follow the NEC laws. That is our election laws. There is no form of voting in Liberia that is a block voting. So yes, it might not be be written in the document, but they have to conform to the NEC rules. So even if any of those political parties said that they're going to choose their leaders their ways, no matter how it is done, once they move on to the CPP document supersedes all of their individuals party documents. So in this stand, that black voting is not going to work. Thank you.
Hold on, Abraham. Let me just answer this call
Mr.
real quick.
Yartoe, yeah, you have a question, yeah.
Oh, but you know what? This guy he's just like he wasted water on my heart. Man, oh man, I'm so hard. They try to cool me down, and I like it. Oh man, we cannot change the system. That tells me the intention of those who are proposing it. They're trying to deprive us as citizens of our rights. We tell you, say, guess what happened? Go and bring your own people that you want. And the man is telling me he didn't trust his sister. Because you know why he didn't trust his sister? He haven't fed his sister for 4 years. You know, he didn't get a woman water. So the woman was sincerely vote her heart. When he said, vote your heart. And guess what happened? He said, hey, my brother, that thing here, I look at it for a long, long time. I said, yeah, they mean man here. 4 years now, he just sit down in the rehab center. He can't pass around and say, my people, Babolo people, why you get for me? That's the reason why they're afraid of a one man, one vote. But I'm saying to my man, we have two persons and we'll decide who actually is the best for us.
The mayor said that he should be able to name Mr. Kumi investment before the election 2017. Are you yet to respond to that?
Tell him, man. He doesn't know how Liberia works. If I start investing, I got investment in Liberia, if I need it for you, guess what happened? By the time you load next time, they'll sign it. I'm saying to you, you will tell the Liberian people, I have my investment, go ahead. Kumi will show you what he has.
You have to lower your receiver behind you.
So I'm telling you, oh man, it's simple. I'm looking for a man who will lead me. Okay? That house that Kumi has, which is the biggest house in that area, doesn't belong to me.
Yeah, hold on.
It does not belong to me. When I'm sick, I don't go to Kumi's house, they take me. George Weah got a Jamaica resort. Does that take me to the hospital? George Weah has a rehab center. Does that take me to the hospital? When my children's school fee is due, do you think I go to the rehab center? No, oh man. I'm talking about leadership, oh man. But the other hand, we pay other man for 12 years. We pay him to be good, and he can't be good.
Okay. We have another caller. What is your name and where are you calling out from?
This is Gus, and I want to say thank you so much for the show. Whatever time you have at your end.
Okay.
I want to say hello to Mr. Yartoe.
Okay.
Yeah.
My concern here is this, and let me just make something clear. I'm not part of any political party, but we are looking at those who professing to be the frontliners of those who would be presidential candidate or those who want to be presidents of Liberia. We are seeing their posture, their languages, and what they are saying about their candidates. I just want to say something here based upon what Mr. Yartoe have stated on the show. Mr. Yartoe clearly stated that the rest of the candidates are dirty. They have corruption work. They didn't do anything for couples of years, the 12 years and what have you. Why then Kumi saw those drugs on these people's hands and went and joined them? Why he couldn't remain as he is, Mr. Clean, and run for the presidency? Why should he contaminate, quote unquote, contaminate his political character with those people? And number two is this. Mr. Yartoe have clearly stated on the show that he teaches people how to run campaign and what have you when they gave him something to put in his pocket. His statement clearly signifies that Mr. Kumi may have given him something to say all of these things he's saying on the radio. And moreover, if you see someone saying that they're running the raising fund for another political party that they are not part of, why if the person who is raising the fund for the next party candidate is not interested in the position the next party is interested in? he or she has the right to raise funds for any Liberian. So I don't think it's bad thing. But Mr. Yartoe is seriously contradicting himself on the show here. Nothing substantial he's saying about Kumi. I expected him to come here and tell the Liberian people why Cummings is okay for the Liberian people instead of him wasting your time saying a lot of rubbish here and contradicting himself. Thank you.
Okay, let's go to the contradiction you're talking about. Okay,
Yeah,
do you
Mr.
know
Emmanuel
political party? Political party are people, and especially when you call yourself standard bearer, that means you have the intention of taking power, and you ask people to join you. If you then jump ship without they call a meeting and say from now on we will not raise no more money for ALP, we will just dump all the money in UP pocket. Is that the kind of life you want to live?
No.
Where the man has one intention, which he was formulated, then he runs to another side without telling us.
But the quarter is saying that since you said that other people are corrupt, why did Mr. Arizona be coming John the corrupt people?
Okay, I'll answer you. Understand, Mr. Kumi has made it very clear. I'm here to compete. Oh man, you cannot have
along with the corrupt people.
I will show you the difference between clean hands and dirty hands. So I have to go through the process. And Kumi said it. I will go to the end, and whoever wins wins. Let's wait to see when Mr. Kumi wins the result and see the assembling of his team to see whether you see any dirty hands in that cabinet. And you see how easy it is. But in the process, if you're going to compete in 2023, you're going to say, why you compete against all the corrupt people? In the process, okay, the CP guidelines is very clear that these guys must compete for the standard bearership. It didn't say that, we'll get endorse Bwakai or we'll endorse Ure or we'll endorse Madam Kanga. It says that there will be a competition. The same competition will happen in 2023. So, we're going to step aside 2023 because a corrupt judge will be on the ballot. So we say, no. If that's the case, then let's just leave Liberia to the corrupt people. We're saying to you that we will fight until somebody declares the winner. And that is why I'm saying to you, there's no contradiction. None. I'm a private citizen. I'm not partisan. I don't join a political party. I support Cummings. I supported Dillon. I will not Liberty Party or CPP president. I have a belief system.
Hold on.
And that belief system is the one that leads me to support people. I'm making a case that at the end of the day, when I look my children in the face, I will not be ashamed when I tell them, say that yes, Kumi was a better person because Kumi knows how to run a system.
Okay.
The other thing, I can prove it.
Now take another call. Carter, what is the name and where are you calling from?
Sorry that I have to come back, AB. This is Gus. What I want to say here is this. Mr. Yartoe is not objective. Being that his objective is not measurable, it's not specific, it will not be achievable. He has said nothing substantial on this platform. Because my question is, Cummings called himself, or you have called Cummings to be a clear person, a clean person. I'm not actually care about his investment and what have you since the beginning of Liberia. Walla Cummings been doing XYZ, nothing he has done, and he spoke about his Riverside people, what Cummings has done for his Riverside people, and all of these things. Nobody cares about that. My concern is, Emmanuel Yartoe, you claim that Cummings is the best, and Cummings claims that he's the best. You have declared the rest of the people that in the CPP as dirty hand people, dirty hands.
Cora, I'm coming to you. Oh, we lost the Cora. Cora, please call back. Yeah, Mr. Emmanuel Yartoe, he was saying, he was kind of repeating the same question back and forth. He was kind of repeating. But, yeah.
Oh man, Cummings has a record. Cummings has a record that, as an individual, that make me to believe that he'll be better. Let's go. What has Cummings done for education? Where nobody pay him. Remember now, since Cummings has declared his intent, Cummings has helped about 2,300 of our children across the country of 21 schools were wired with fees. Comey also provided $177,000 in financial assistance to folks at African Methodist University. Comey had equipped the University of Liberia with a state-of-the-art computer laboratory. He
Mr.
donated.
Emmanuel, who you right there, loud take another call. Carter, what is the name and where are you calling her from?
My name is Jerome. I'm calling from Charlotte, North Carolina.
Jerome, go ahead.
Okay, I got question for those that are calling Mr. Kume stranger and calling Mr. Kume, telling Mr. Kume or asking question that he don't know nothing about being a president, and talking about he don't know he have not been there before, so he don't know it. So I will ask the same question, Mr. Kume Ben. Okay, but let me ask you a question. Joe Weah was a football player, and he came and we'll give him a chance. Okay? Now, Mr. Kume Ben, he worked a global company for football. Do you know how many people a footballer control and how many people Coca-Cola company globally control? And you see, people don't let changes or change.
What is your question?
My question here is, why are people calling Mr. Kume stranger, or what are they not trying to accept him to come or do what he want to do for the Liberian people?
The people are not refusing on Mr. Kume to not come. The Liberian people arms are open, but they are making a choice between the two candidates.
Between who? Baka and Kume?
Yeah.
Okay, so what is the difference between Baka and
Quarter coming to you, just hold on.
Oman.
Are we there?
Yeah, we here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, let me
ask a question. Because,
leave the line. Then Mr. Emmanuel Mr. Emmanuel Yartoe will answer your question.
Let me help you a little bit. You see, when they say Comey has not done this, because they haven't read. You go read. The man got a platform. I will send it to our message and say, look, let's go to healthcare. Do you know what Comey has done for healthcare, even in the Lofa that Boaka is from? Comey has given over 565,000 worth of medical supplies to healthcare. He supported about 20 water projects in Moserado County, Nima, Magibi. He secured over $50,000 US for Coca-Cola to donate supplies to Liberia during the Ebola time.
Yeah, Mr. Emmanuel Yartoe, who you there? Quarter, what is the name and where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Minnesota, OJ Jones.
OJ, go ahead.
Yeah, let me make this point quick about Comey experience and then applying it to Liberian political setting. You know, politics in the Liberian setting and working in the corporate environment in the United States or in international.
It's different, right?
It's different. It's pure different. And
What make it
Comey
different?
has not been tested in a corrupt system. So when people make a point, it's a fair point. It's a fair game. Equally so, it doesn't necessarily mean that if he assumes responsibility as president of a country, he will not apply some of his business applications to make it work for our country. Like Donald Trump in the United States, he uses his business strategy to work in the American system. Some of it worked and some of it did not work. So criticizing Comey from his corporate perspective and coming into politics is a fair game. But my question to the Yartoe guy on that, I know you work with DeLong. They get issue in the Liberty Party. I see them, in the whole Liberty Party, I see them dividing on the position. And I know Yartoe, and I disagree with DeLong. I know he's strongly supported DeLong, and DeLong is a key factor into the whole alliance stuff in the political arena in Moserado. I want for him to express why he disagreeing with Dillon on this point now. Dillon is supporting Warren Garland. I said Joseph Dillon is expressing his support and for Joseph Walker and Yartoe and the rest of the guys, and it's some financial hand exchange play with Martin Kula. Can you address yourself to this question?
Okay.
Oh man, you really don't know who Yartoe is, right? Maybe if you follow friends of Dillon, you will know who I am. Let me tell you something, man. I'm not a Liberty Party man. Never did support Liberty Party in this election. I've voted for change. It's called change, oh man. When you seek the interest of yourself and your children. Dillon was that change agent. Dillon promised to turn the lights on. He did it. Dillon promised to shake the table. He did it. And I say to you in 2023 that the mantra of change will be what the Liberian people will be demanding.
Okay.
Dillon said it. He has a choice. Oh man, that is why this beauty is all about. Okay. Dillon would defend his own position. Hold on, oh man. Let me answer my man.
Yeah.
Dillon would defend his position. I'm not speaking for Dillon. I supported Dillon. I didn't support CPP. I supported Dillon because I believe that Dillon could do the job and he's done it admirably. As to how he proceed, let me tell you something. Do you blame the guy who dressed the devil for how the devil danced? Have you ever seen that before? Maybe you haven't been in the countryside before. You never blame the devil dresser. We dress the devil with the intention of the devil dancing. Dillon has danced and we like it. As to whether he moves to somewhere else, that's his business. I'm saying to you, I'm making the case for change. That when I see the lifestyle that the contributions that Kumi has given in a private sector, and I look at somebody who was paid in the public sector, and I look at a decision where 12 years you sat there and you said that you were a parked car in the garage. Do I want to bring that parked car in the garage, or I want to bring something that I know I can trust? And don't tell me about business and politics. They're intertwined. The experiences you have in business. Our problem is system. That's our problem. And the only person among the candidates today, that 10% of the ballot is Cummings that understands system.
Okay.
Cummings understands time, the leverage of time and entrepreneurship. Okay. Until you can prove to me, I'm saying to you, I will send you the link of what Cummings has done personally.
Okay.
If you go on the ABC website, you will see it there. So forget about the personal. The vision for a better Liberia. When you had 12 years, you squander, oh man, what kind of vision you have? Okay. You will only have 6 years. 6 years. If you can't do it in 12 years, you'll be here in 6 years. If I give you 12 years to do something and you can't do it, that's 6 years that will you do it in, it will not happen, oh man. Okay. And there's nothing wrong with oh man.
Let's take another caller. What is the name and where are you calling out from?
Yeah, his name is Octavius, and my last name is Gilman.
Mr. Gilman, go ahead.
Yeah, thanks, Ibrahim, and thanks to Emmanuel Yartoe, the Godfather. I don't have a question. I just have a statement.
Hello?
One thing I want to say to...
All right.
Go ahead, Mr. Gilman.
Yeah, one thing I want to say to all Liberians, most especially those who in the opposition and want Joseph Boakai to be president. Mm-hmm. I want you have your right. I want you to look at these things for a minute. One, there's not a Liberian on this planet that want to see harm to President George Weah. Nobody hate him personally. We all disagree and feel that he is corrupt. The second most corrupt administration that ever exists, that George Weah. So that is our problem with him. And we all, every one of us that not supporting CDC or George Weah can agree that George Weah and all his neocons need to be prosecuted. So now, if we agree on those things, which of course we are, then the question would be not just replacing George Weah, is who is qualified and fit to prosecute George Weah. Now that brings me to my statement, to my end statement. Can Joseph Boakai prosecute George Weah? The Unity Party and fan, a supporter who don't love the country will say yes. But then ask yourself now, and we're going to prosecute George Weah. We got to start from our 16 billion. Because that 16 billion, most of Liberians got to know about or got involved in our country's history or politics. It's 16 billion. Maybe you will not hear it on any other show, including this one. They got into the country 1 year before George Weah become president.
Okay.
Who was vice president at that time?
Okay.
Joseph Nyiman Boaka. So, are you going to prosecute George Weah? Are you going to use the man who opened the container for him? Or are you going to find somebody who had no debt on your hand, which is Comis? Thank you very much, my brother.
Thank you.
I wish you good luck.
Koro, what is your name and where are you calling from?
Hey, Abraham, my name is Benny. I'm calling from New York. I've been following Mr. Yartoe for a minute now, since the DeLong campaign, and he was on the Perfect Issue on the other platform. And I don't have a question. I just have a comment. I mean, he's a very smart man, and Mr. Comey, to clear the record is the first to clear the record. I don't belong to no political party. Okay. I just want the betterment of Liberia. And Yartoe is a very smart man, and I noticed Alexander Comey is bringing a lot of smart people on his team.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay.
The reason why I say so, he's bringing young, old, and everybody to work with him. And the reason why, one reason why I think Mr. Comey would be the better choice for Liberia is he comes from a business background, and Liberia need a leader like that with a business idea.
But it was the same thing that they put to us about Judy Bryant. It was the same thing that Judy Bryant was a businessman.
Nobody told you about Judy Bryant, old man.
No, nobody told me about Judy Bryant. They told me about Judy Bryant. They told us that Judy Bryant was a businessman.
Nobody for Judy Bryant. Nobody wait for Judy Bryant. Say they appointed Judy Bryant.
He was temporary. That's what we call Judy Bryant. He was a temporary.
No, but besides that, Judy Bryant was presiding over a power sharing government where the ministries were shared by groups.
Joseph Boaka worked 12 years in Ellen government. At the end of the day, Joseph Boaka cannot show us what he did in the government. But all we hear is Ellen government was corrupt. So why should we now? Listen, I'm gonna tell you straight up. I just started liking Mr. Cummings, the way he moved, the way he addressed the Liberian problem. Do you see Mr. Boaka come up and speak on critical issue in the country? Except on a radio show. When the last time did Mr. Boaka even hold?
Because they are in a CP, a leader of a political party, then just sort of wake up and just talk.
But don't worry. Next month we'll put in charge. We'll put in charge next month.
You will just hold a press conference. So nothing but Mr. Comey is the leader that Liberia needs, that will speak against everything that goes on in our country, in Monrovia, the villages, and everywhere. So we gotta stop. We gotta. As much as I like Mr. Boaka, he just don't have the energy for Liberia, and that's what we should look at to the energy wise, because we came from a civil war, and we still have that civil war mentality, that we want to still apply in the civil society. So we gotta look at it like that.
Okay.
And I want to leave, and we need to start fighting among ourselves too. We really need to start fighting among ourselves, because George Weah is just pushing Liberia back.
Thank you.
Yeah, but let me enlighten
you. And where are you calling off from?
Okay, my name is Kenneth Harry. I'm calling from Lexington, Kentucky.
Koda coming to you just so long. Kentucky.
Actually, yeah. Actually, I'm not a supporter of Arizona Cummings.
Can you love the Cummings or Joseph Boaka?
I am not a supporter of Arizona Cummings and Joseph Boaka.
Okay.
I do support. I am a strong supporter of Councillor Tewon Goglo.
Okay.
When I see and listen to people like this guy that is on your show, I've been hearing about him. I've never seen his face before. It's my first time seeing his face. But when he talk about Joseph Barker, what have he done that people should vote for him? What they didn't do for Liberian before he supported Dayton. Because he said at the time Dayton was the most popular person that the people of Mosorado County could have voted for. So that's why he supported Dayton. Now, if you look at the Liberian politics, it is not coming with all of the money that you see he's spending. He's only doing it because he's trying to buy his way to make himself popular. Do you see McKennedy, Kevin Gogo going around to spend money? No, he don't do. All he does is that go out there, try to lobby, talk to Liberian people, give what he wants to do. For Joseph Walker, I think the only argument you guys have is with him because of his age. But for me, I don't support him because I see that he said with the Unity Party, they had a side of it. And for me, I'm supporting Tewon Gogo because I see we have to get people who know about.
Coming to you.
Thank you. All he does is to spend money and misuse his money on people. So I'm sure it is Tewon Gogo going to take the seat of the Liberian presidency 2023. Thank you.
Thank you. Cora, what is the name and where are you calling her from? Cora, what is the name and where are you calling her from? Okay. Cora, what is the name and where are you calling her from?
Yeah, I'm from the Crystal, Minnesota. So I want to address the issue of this whole normal games in politics. And Yartoe know that. Sorry, Yartoe, I just reconnect with the whole DeLong campaign, the fundraising thing. Now I know you now. Yeah, because you were in the vanguard raising money for DeLong. And why you threw your weight behind DeLong was because of the money. And you raised money and because you know they don't have the numbers. So let me address the issue with the whole Comey and Bwaka electability. Who can win Josh Weir? It's a bigger question. In politics,
coming to you.
People are running against Donald Trump. People are in the Democratic Party who are looking who can beat Trump. Well, Hillary and Joe Biden. Hillary failed, and later on, Biden can't beat Trump because they look at the numbers. And so in Liberia, don't blame the people, although discussing Joseph Barker age is a fair game. In politics, everything is a fair game. Discussing your past record and everything in politics is a fair game. Okay. Because if you want to be a politician, you got to discuss. But the number, every time when they have opinion pool and other people, they still moving towards Barker direction. Okay. So the best bet that Comey can do, he needs to jump fence. I don't say he can't go in the convention, but if he lose, he need to join fence with Barker and see that it can get open out of that, and Liberia to move because he can use a technical ability to help Barker to run the country. It could be his next turn if he do that.
Okay.
Thank you. Let me just jump in a little.
Okay.
Caller, we have a process and we're only in phase 1. We are not saying that George Weah will not be met. We are saying to you that the Liberian people deserve to choose their leader.
Coming to you.
And the CPP came to a collaboration. Everybody's own, but it must be collaborated. And we said to you, if anyone within the CPP that thinks that he can lead the CPP better must declare his intent to run. Joseph Blanca has declared his intent to run. Cummings has declared his intent to run. The other two parties have said they will not run. Why do you guys allow this process to continue? If we go at the end of the rope and Joseph Walker wins and Cummings say, I will not support the man, then you can say Cummings is destructive. But the man, he has a political party. The party was formed to put forth a candidate. The candidate was supposed to contest for the presidency of Liberia. My people, I'm just saying to you, it's as simple as white on rice. That for me and my family and most of the people that I talk to, that they want to see a better Liberia. and that the person who has worked in the private sector in a disciplined structure.
But he have not been tested.
Tested what? When am I tested?
He have not been tested. Well,
But
anyway, let's go to the land. Kora, what is the name and where are you calling from?
we've given Joseph
How
Walker
you doing? My name is Samuel, calling from Minnesota.
Samuel, go ahead.
Mr. Yartoe, how are you? So
I'm wonderful.
What happened here, with the collaborating parties, let's say, y'all did a great job coming together to fund this collaboration among you people to see this administration out. But what we're looking at right now, just as the caller just said, giving example on the United States. What happened here, the past election with George Weah and all the other parties, we see that, and we are living witness that Alexander Cummings, he's not a popular person. Okay, Brother Yartoe said, I recall it, the old man, Mr. Bwaka is, they the one corrupt, they were corrupt, they do all these things, and then we know when they went for the election, we saw that Joseph Numa Bwaka, he penetrated every one of them, all those people that we claim that they are not corrupt, they are new people in the system, let's say coming, and then the man penetrated, he came as second person to George Weah, and Coming was the fifth person. So my question to Brother Yartoe here is, what have been the change so quick within the last 2 years that you people will convince the Liberian people and magically convince their mind that the Coming must go up he should be the head of the ticket of the CPP to now beat George Weah quick so within the last 2 years. What can you convince the Liberian people with? That's my question to you, Brother Yartoe.
Thank you.
Let me give you a story, and you will come to jog your mind. I've said to you that we've given Joseph Walker 12 years with $14 billion to transform Liberia. In 2017, Joseph Walker said that I squandered the opportunity given me. That's his own words, not my words.
Yeah, but he was referring to Mr. Weah. Don't you think you were referring to Mr. Weah?
Weah was not the executive branch.
But Mr. Weah was working for the executive.
Weah was
Mr. Weah was given $5 million to work for the executive.
Yeah, then the executive should have, Walker should have said that ordered this man. I don't say he was executive, and he was prosecuting arm.
But you think Baka is to be the one to tell Madame Salih? Even Baka told Madame Salih. Do you think Madame Salih worked at?
Abi, do you know why? Do you know I respect Juwatila Howard? I don't like her. I never voted for her, never will vote for her, but I like her. You know why? She's a woman of conviction, and she's a woman, for that matter. The woman that can stand up to George Weah and say, "I will not vote for you. What you're doing is wrong in Bon country. I will oppose you publicly and privately." That is called conviction. When we put you there as senior advisor and presiding officer,
coming to you.
But the point is, I don't know why it wasn't first. Oh man, we are competing for the standard bearership of CPP. Okay. After that, then all of us will say, let me remind this call. In 11. Dylan ran for the Senate. They didn't vote for him because at that time the people were not ready for the message. The people in 2019 said, we are now ready for the message. So because they didn't vote for you one time doesn't mean they won't vote for you forever. And they voted for Dylan twice. Dylan was an advocate, a true advocate.
Okay.
He said, turn the light on. He turned the light on, didn't he? Okay. He said, I will shake the table. He shook the table. I'm saying that because they didn't vote for Cummings in 17, they won't vote for Cummings. But you guys got the popularity. So why don't you go to a convention?
Okay.
See how
Kora, what is the name and where are you calling from?
My name is Sam, and I'm calling from Minnesota.
Sam, go ahead.
Okay, so thank you for having me on your platform, AB, and thank you for the topic on the discussion.
Kora, coming to you.
Host for your show. You don't allow people to control you on your show. This guy just saying over there talking too much. You know the lifestyle of some people. This guy just have to talk straight mud.
Let me play my song. I got a song. Let me play my song. Let me play my
He
song.
left Darrell Taylor without even consulting the man, without any good manner of approach. Because Kumi had invested certain amount of money in this guy, so he just decided to leave Darrell Taylor. They all try to play a game to make Dillon to look ugly, and not going to happen.
Okay,
Hey,
thank you.
Ebi. You know what? The next time you bring down Dylan, get that down Dylan. How much money he gave me, right?
Okay, Connor, what is your name and where are you calling from?
Yeah, I'm calling from Minnesota. If you have a question for you, personally, my question to you is that I hear a lot of people talk about numbers. So Joseph Barker was able to win just one county with his numbers. And in fact, if we must hold all numbers constant, then that means George Weah will be re-elected. Then we don't need to talk about CPP any longer. And
Because he's more popular. He's more popular
the
than
reason
Waka.
why comment makes a lot more sense is because after the election, what kind of political leader in that country went all over the country? It was only one person. So it was only one person who was talking to the people. It seems as though Omar Braga feels that this thing is for him, so he's not working for it. He's just sitting down. No, that's not how politics works. Numbers are not static in politics. They change it over time. Thank you.
Well, besides that, let me give you another number that you didn't realize. Since Barclay, no one has left the presidency and have come back to win anything in Liberia. You know why? Why you guys want to say you're popular? You got
Yeah, Connor, hold on.
You got 70% in Lofa.
Connor, you have to lower your receiver on and cut you off.
So right now I got Koji, I got Thomas Fala, I got everybody campaigning Lofa. Do you think that all the money those boys spending in Lofa, he will get the same 79% he got?
Okay.
Hell no. It don't work that way.
Okay, Connor, what is your name and where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Minnesota. My name is Morris Duckler. I just want to say this. I've been listening to the show, AB, and I know Mr. Yartoe is trying to draw some analysis between Boyka and Cummings, but I don't think he's doing it in the rightful manner. Instead, they are going about and denigrating Boyka. I don't belong to no political party. I'm a COP member.
Hello?
Yeah, I don't intend joining any political party. But I don't think you guys are doing it in a manner where you are selling comments, ideas to the Liberian people instead of denigrating Boyka. But he been vice president for 12 years. What did he do? And you understand, Mr. Yartoe, very well, the role of a vice president or the role of any deputy manager under the minister. Those are points that are not relevant. Stick to the point and sell your candidate and tell people exactly what your candidate stands for, what are the tangibles he's going to bring to the table, but not going after somebody. He was there for 42 years, he was there for 12 years. It does not make any difference. Politics is about the number. It's not about money. And I see your ANC folks are all tied up to your podcast. We got the money. The money is not going to drive you anywhere.
But nobody talk about money. Nobody talk about money.
And talk,
you are asking a question. You are asking question.
More than you are even selling comments.
I said you are asking question.
Stick to the issue. Talk about it. Give us instance why we should support comments.
Well, let's go step by step. So I will give you instances. And you are
one person. He was a parker. They gave him 40 million. All that does not resonate with the voters.
Okay.
I said I will give you the distinction.
For something, you got to convince them as to why you want them to follow you. That's just my own one.
Yeah, what is your name and where are you calling from?
Hold on, man. Let me forget.
My name is Darius Tower. I'm calling from Boston, Massachusetts.
Darius, so go ahead.
Good. I want to ask Chairman Yartoe. Mr. Yartoe, my question to you is, number one, what was the main reason the ANC joined Joseph Barker, the CPP? Since the ANC people they are clean hair people, all his name is Cummings is not corrupt. He's Mr. Clean. He had never done corruption before in your whole life. Why is it you sitting on the platform tonight? You said JMB squander the Liberian money. He
No, I
squandered
didn't say
Liberia.
that.
He's
I
corrupt.
didn't say that,
And
man.
it's
No,
a
I didn't
it's
say
a
that.
He
clean
never
land.
said that.
I never
Okay,
said
well,
that.
if he never
JMB
said that, that's
said,
fine. But he said that
JMB, no.
JMB squandered
Said,
Liberia, right?
no,
That's
no,
what
no,
he
no, no,
said.
no. JMB said in his
So
own
why
words,
No,
did
he
we.
said JMB said that they scorner.
Is that my
okay?
words? Though?
JMB
The
said
man
it's
own
corner. That's what he's
words.
saying. So
Madam
what?
Kelly
That's
said,
not the point. The point there is that it's not even Mr. Yato alone. The whole ANC people, the same Joseph Boakai is corrupt. He was there for 12 years. He's corrupt. It's all on social media, all over the place. Why did ANC join the CPP?
Okay.
Number one.
right question. Let me answer that. Let me answer that
To
question.
Mr.
Right
Yato.
question.
Number two, Mr. Yato,
Yeah.
I want you to be honest with the Liberian people today. The
Yeah.
main reason you're supporting ANC for what he needs Mr. Kumi to be a president. What Mr. Kumi has done for Liberians? What did he do for Liberians before Liberia will vote for him to be president in Liberia? Thank you.
Okay, Cora, let me take Cora. Okay.
Well, hold on. Let me. When the caller come on board, AB, sometimes they got to put the listening ears on. I said, Mr. Boakai said, you asked me why promote the positivity, and I give you a lot. My introduction said that we are at the crossroads in Liberian politics. The Liberian people for 175 years have not benefited from their leadership. The lack of leadership caused us, the lack of leadership caused us to be underdeveloped, and they are asking now. Somebody is out of vote. They're asking now.
Cora, you got to turn your monitor off or I cut you off.
They are asking now. They are asking now for change, and that change brought forth George Weah. Sometimes when we ask for change and we are desperate, we do not we do not sit down and rationally think through the process. So the caller said to me, "Why Cummins? By the way, oh man, I don't go for money. I make enough money now. Cummins cannot even pay me. I'm saying to you that when I look at my children, I want a Liberian that will change. Have you gone to Liberia lately? I've been there 3 times this year, and I see the struggle that our mothers face. My mother was a market woman, Omer. She didn't go to class. She never went to first grade. But guess what happened? She was the best market woman you ever saw. She sold clothes. She sold vegetables. She had a vision that if she sold her clothes and her vegetables, Emmanuel Yartoe, will be better than she was ever going to be.
Okay.
That dream today is not in Liberia. The college degree holder from LU today can't even get a job. When we graduated from LU in the 80s or in the 70s, 99.9% of us had jobs. Even in the 80s, on a dole, we had jobs. Right now, Omer, when our kids graduate from LU, when our kids graduate from AMU or UMU, that dream is gone. A guy told me with his own mouth that I squandered that opportunity of $14 billion being pumped in the economy. Do you think I should be that stupid to say, let me give him another chance when somebody else can be given a chance?
Okay.
We will try them until we find the right person. I'm saying to you, I'm convicted in my heart of hearts, and I will defend my position that Boakai is not a better candidate.
Okay.
We have 2 persons left. You and I will not be on the ballot. I'm not denigrating him. I'm just saying for the one done. For the job we want done, 2 persons in the race. You and myself are not in the race for CPP. We must select the best person. This time, not on a popularity. We want to select the person that can do the job. And why don't we just go according to our heart's desire? And I'm saying to you, I have nothing against. I know Joseph Boakai more than I know Cummins, but I know of the goodness of Cummins. You can go to the litany of things that Cummins has done for Liberian people, and we can't discredit. I'm saying to you, when we are saying we want Abraham, and not Yartoe. We got to give the reason why Yartoe is not a better choice for us.
Okay.
And that's all we're doing. I'm not saying anything else. I say the man say he's squandered. He say he's squandered. I mean, and if the president say, "Oh, we created a mess." So if you got a mess that you squander, then you want me to say what?
Okay. Quarter what? Let's take some quarter here. Quarter from 64094. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Hi, Abraham, how you doing? It's T. I'm calling from Jersey.
I think
How you doing, Myra? And how you doing, Abraham? Abraham, I want to make 1 or 2 points, right? We in America, I always say it. We as Liberians who left our country to come here. Some are all came by choice, some are all came by force. And why do we come to this country for better life? Mr. Coleman King being penalized for getting education and doing the right thing for himself is wrong. And today, what Costa said, and he even repeated it on Spoon TV, Yahoo, his friends, and some of Yahoo on the blue app, that was very wrong. Some of us got children in the country, black boys and with black women. For him to say comments were higher because of family action, that way he went to college, he should go back and say sugar water. And for the record, Mr. Boycott, the one who made that comment, the church whatever here Costa has said, they squander the Liberian people money. So he feel like he can beat Joe. We have to come back and recount it for a record. The COP men I was talking all the time, I don't know they listen to that stuff. No disrespect to the man, Mr. Boycott. I applaud him for serving his time and everything. But looking at that man, the mentally, physically, I don't care. That's my opinion. I don't think he have it. If we really mean well for our country, instead of all letting our people run to Ghana or the neighboring country, we as Liberians will put the rightful person there so we can go home to elevate other person's lives and open businesses. Brother being in there for 40 or 50 or 20, 10 years. Not one school he been in Lofa. Not one thing he ever done for his people.
But if Vice President John is a beer school?
No.
Okay, what do? It's a right to feed, you gotta bring something. Okay, you just said a keyword. Vice President job is not to be in school. So my job is to come to America and educate myself, work, and go down and pay school there? That's my job? Alexander Coleman family suffered to bring into this country. He went to school, laid out in one room on bed, struggled and made it. He said, okay, now my job is done. What I came for here, I retire. Now let me go back and put my country in order. Because my brain people ain't used to order, so they want a black man and talking about black vote and other vote. Come on, man. And it costs that all the people really care about the Liberian people.
What wrong with black voting? What wrong with black voting?
A whole lot wrong with black voting.
It's wrong because when I was just waiting by just something hard to call in this country, everywhere you on my side live in. When they talk about delegates, every problem we go to the poll. When you go vote, you look on the thing what you're voting for, the person you're voting for, you see what they stand for. And every time the person what you stand for, when the people say that's what they want, you send 1 or 2 persons to represent their grievances. That's why they call delegates. They're not to blackmail people and say, sign that paper. Okay, you agree, right? No matter what, you can't change it. You must vote for it, whether you want it or not. That's why it is. Okay. And like they agree that people forcing their man in. Because they're the ones forcing, I know all of them, I just call someone their name. They're the ones forcing their own man in because they feel like at a second chance, St. John, we are sidelined them. We can't let the country go backwards. Okay, we can.
Thank you. Quarter, what is her name and where are you calling her from?
But hold on, AB. Let me just add 1 or 2 words to what she just said.
No, you are out 2 or 1 word. Let's take this quarter. Quarter, what is her name and where are you calling her from?
Yeah, hello. I'm Joseph. I'm calling from Maryland.
Joseph, go ahead.
Yes, I want to ask your studio guest a few questions.
Yeah, my studio guest is listening.
Okay.
Hello.
I mean, government in school. Did you really
Hello?
Government
Yeah,
civics
you
education?
hold
Did
on.
you do it?
Go ahead again with your question, please.
I want to ask you if you did civics education in high school or in school.
I think just ask your question.
What's the function of a vice president?
Oh no, you must just sit there and park in the garage and he can't talk nothing. He can't say nothing. That function there. A man will just sit down there and don't talk and don't do nothing. That is function.
So you
see that? You see how easy it is? The function of a vice president in Liberia, don't say nothing, don't talk nothing, just collect paycheck.
You have to hold on. You that quoting on 8 to 10, you have to hold on.
The function of the government, the vice president is don't say nothing, don't talk nothing, just collect $1 million every year. Okay, when we give you money to travel to the counties, called domestic travel, don't go nowhere. Just sit down in your home. When we give you money to do project, just take it and put it in your pocket, and then just do it for 12 years, and then we'll reward you to say, oh, by the way, man, let's go try you. Say you didn't say nothing. Let's go try you and say something. Oh, then 6 years, just sit down in the rehab. Don't say nothing else. Then we'll just make you president, and then maybe, just maybe, you will get up and you'll fight for us. That is a function of Liberia that you know.
Okay. Okora, you hear that?
He's talking too much. The problem, these are the people that causing problem for themselves. These are the people that causing problem.
Hello. Okora, you have to hold on. You that calling on 8 to 10, you have to hold on.
Okay, all right then.
These are people that causing problem for the CPP.
Causing problem like how? He is selling his candidate. Kora, I think you are not ready to talk.
But you asked me a simple question, right? When I went to school in Liberia,
Kora, go ahead.
I went to Inland Mission and I went to.
I'm calling from Canada, and my name is Sadat Norris, and I mean, I think that you do know me from the UL, especially doing our campaign days back in 2011 time.
Yes.
So, yes, Sadat Norris. Just to speak, just to speak quickly to what your guest is trying to misrepresent about Joseph Boycott. You know, I would just ask you to kindly afford me the time. Let me just make few comments and then I will
make few comment.
Okay, so just point of correction number one, right? Your guest speaker needs to understand that the role of the vice president is ceremonial. The vice president only serves as an eye.
Cora, coming to you.
Bishop?
Yeah, so the role of the vice president is to sit down, your school in your country not to be renovated, your school in your country not even the role that leading towards the country is not to be paid. Then that the role of the vice president, do you think that's the role of the vice president?
No. Okay. Yeah, you're waiting time.
You know, the vice president is not the maker of the budget in Liberia according to international law.
But the executive, he is the only person that is member of two branches. He is a member of the executive and is a member of the judiciary, the legislature. So the executive made the budget. The Senate, the national legislature, passed the budget.
Okay. So the vice president does not override. There's one thing that people need to understand. The vice president is nothing else but a ceremonial supporting arm of the president. The vice president does not override the president's budget. When the president is preparing her budget, the president may ask the vice president for his support or his opinion, but his opinion and support may not be binding on the president's decision. People need to understand simple governance policies and rules. Joseph Boycott was not the one who was preparing our national budget, and he could not override any decision. There were times that, sorry, give me, I mean, there were times that Joseph Boycott may have given advice to Ellen. Ellen said, well, this advice, I don't need it. Excuse me, I don't need this kind of advice because it doesn't coincide with my own political policy and whatever that is. And it was not his role to go fighting Ellen because he didn't agree with him. His role was to be a supporting arm to the president. So when
you respond to him.
Cool. When Joseph Boycott said that we squander opportunities, he didn't say I squander opportunities. When funds came to Liberia,
he said we. So that means that he was included.
Oh, good.
Oh yes, wait, listen now. Sorry. Sorry for saying listen, right? Just give it a second. Respectfully, right? When Joseph Braga said we squander opportunity, he was speaking of people in authority, people who could make best decisions on how funds that funds that flow into Liberia could be used. And who were the ones who were appropriating those funds? It was the executive branch of government, specifically the office of the president. The president is the chief arbiter of foreign policy in Liberia, not the vice president.
Okay, thank you.
Abi.
Yeah, Mr. Yartoe, yeah, respond.
Can you really read the people want to teach me civics?
Hold on.
Can you really pull up Article 51 of the Liberian Constitution and read it for me? Oh man,
Cora, you have to mute your receiver, please.
Okay. Abi.
Yeah.
While we on, just pull Article 51 of the 1986 Constitution.
Cora, you have to hold on.
And tell me the role of the vice president.
All right.
The vice president shall be, there shall be a vice president who shall assist the president in the discharge of his functions. The vice president shall be elected on the same political ticket and shall serve the same term as the president. The vice president shall be the president of the Senate and preside over its deliberations without the right to vote, except in the case of a tie. He shall attend meetings of the cabinet and other governmental meetings, and shall perform such functions as the president shall delegate or deem appropriate, provided that no powers specifically vested in the president by the provisions of the Constitution shall be delegated to the vice president. So, my dear, if the man go to a cabinet meeting where they're drawing up budget, and he see no real budget for Lufa, he see nothing for real asset, he see no help budget. Say, hey, my people, but Ellen, I see $2 million consultant fee. I see you put $9 million for the mansion that will be renovated for 5 years. But the poor Lufa didn't got no road there, no school. Then the man go to a meeting yesterday and that. You know what Joe Biden said? He said, I was the last person after cabinet meetings that the president conferred with.
Yes.
And let's assume that Ellen said to help you, no, you need not. Then guess what happened? Walker then moved to a second position as presiding office of the Senate. So the budget now moved from Ellen to the Senate. He called him and said, hey, my man, you know I was in a meeting at the school. But hold on, man. Let me school you a little bit on the role of vice president, so you understand the role of a vice president. So you move now from the cabinet meeting, then you move to the Senate, where you are the presiding officer, where the bill is come to the Senate to term. Do you mean you can say, I was in the meeting and I told the people that all black they come to sign a vote? I beg you don't vote for it. For 64 of the 68 concessions that bind your future for life was bogus, according to the international community. Okay. With the way Walker said that he's squandered opportunity, the way Ellen said that it's was messy, our land that you can come, your man. The international community say that every concession that you guys signed was bogus and not in the interest of Liberia. What else can I say, man, about the role of the vice president in Liberian politics? So, my dear civics, go to 851. It will tell you what the role of the vice president can do.
Okay. What is your name and where are you calling from?
Yeah, my name is Emmanuel. I'm from Minnesota.
Go ahead, Emmanuel.
I just want to touch on something. Mr. Yartoe, thank you very much for the show. I just want to touch on some things that confusing me. Because I want to understand what is the meaning of delegate. And the whole issue is that the CPP do not have a primary election from county to county. But when you go as a delegate, I don't think no area of delegate can vote or delegate pledge the vote. So the question of telling it to be like black vote and all those things there, it don't happen normally. Because when you select a delegate, the delegate pledge the vote. So the whole thing is just confusing the Liberian population, black whatsoever.
Okay.
And those politics they speak is dirty politics, and our people don't want to go through that.
Okay.
And the problem with the CPP is that he might come in denigrating people. You know, Kwame cannot win election or Joseph Boga. If even Joseph Boga gave him the chair, the higher thing that we need to do, when he's talking about children, you need to be very smart, wise. We all got children in Liberia. Are we just joking here?
Okay.
They need to team up. We don't need to spoil the whole CPP.
Okay.
The higher thing about Joseph Boga is old. But in the 6-year period, if you want to speak about changes, he can be the vice president, and Kwame can be the vice president of Joseph Boga, and this is done.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. What is your name and where are you calling from? You know, Mr. Emmanuel, you will respond. What is your name and where are you calling from?
Let me just remind you, Ebi. If they wanted to.
Ebi, thank you for the show tonight. But you know, usually to continue to ask Emmanuel Yartoe and committee Emmanuel Yartoe to bring the message forward to Liberian people. So to my understanding too, I want to ask them too, like the question. Let ask the people, because we have Bernard Yue. If Bernard Yue been paid by Joseph Boakai to prosecute him.
Koro, I'm coming to you, Samuel. I'm coming to you.
Because Bernard Yue has a party and.
Yeah. He's a political leader too.
He's sitting down. He also endorsed Joseph Boakai. So when we ask them the question that Joseph Boakai paid Bernard Yue, or which all the time they can say, oh yes, even Cummins paid the other person. And one thing I know, Bernard Yue is one of the richest person. So Bernard Yue being a rich Liberian citizen, and up to now the people say as far as Alexander Cummins, who doesn't have money, according to Bernard Yue. So where's the point? Are we leaving? Where are we going now? Bernard Yue and also the other color. You know, stop the thing with them. We're talking about the better future of Liberia, and who can bring that to pass? Is Alexander Benedict coming?
Thank you.
Thank you, Ebi.
Thank you.
But Ebi, before let me just respond to these two colors.
Yeah.
And you know, it's laughable. In 2009, Ellen Johnson came with a collaboration and a merger. And guess what happened? In that document, they say Ellen would be our candidate. These other people, they would take these jobs. It was specified. So there was no problem when the LAP and Codes Party and Ellen UP. In this one here, they said that the collaboration. Everybody must maintain their own identity. Oh, by the way, we need to go to a convention. And that convention will determine how it will be. So what are you guys afraid of? It says that the convention, oh, by the way, all the parties must bring 10 delegates. Those delegates will decide for us who they are. So, making a fault. After June of next year, when we should have elected that person, what we do, then we can say, let everybody unite under the same umbrella, the way Hillary Clinton and Obama united. In the meantime, oh man, we will show you that our candidate is a better candidate to lead the ticket. That's all we're trying to do. And we're saying, how can somebody who participated in the pushing of us in the river rescue us? You can't put somebody in the river and say, I will rescue you. Then why you push me in the first place? When you took me from the kitchen table and you put me in the toilet, then somebody flushed me down the septic tank. Then I'm going to bring the guy who put me in the toilet to come? No. I'll bring somebody who is in the kitchen who then participate in the process to say, oh, go in the sewer and take that stuff and bring it back to the kitchen. Okay. And that is the reason why we're saying we need.
What is your name and where are you calling from?
So I'm calling from Canada, and my name is Sadat. I'm calling from Canada.
Go ahead.
So, yeah. So, please, Kamara. You know, I respect your show a lot, and I'm very grateful for the fact that you will take out the time to create a conduit through which Liberians can get some level of education on what's happening within our country. But I mean, your guest is a nice guy. But I just hope that next time you can also have another guest on your show that's going to balance the conversation. That's going to make your show more of a balanced one, right? People don't need to come on your show and misrepresent the facts and go away. always have a balanced conversation, because this dude sits on the radio and he just misrepresent everything about Joseph Boycott. And that is wrong. People need to be educated. The vice president role is ceremonial. The vice president role is not to fight the president. The vice president role is not to veto the president's decision.
I just read Article 51. Go and read it again.
Role is ceremonial. People need to go read that civics and business
I will read it back to you.
People
You want me to
need
read it
to
back?
understand that it is not the vice president who makes the budget. People
I
need
said-
to understand that the vice president's role is to assist
Go
the president. When the vice
Call up.
president said he was speaking figuratively. He said,
Okay.
when you take a racing car and place it in the garage, instead of placing
Yeah.
it on the track, how
Yeah.
do you expect to win a race? He was speaking figuratively. Most of these guys come on the radio not understanding anything about reading and comprehension. They speak lies. Joseph Baga never said he was a car parking.
What are coming to you?
But if
Yeah.
why is it that you can read Article 51 and see what I say that vice president role is ceremonial? Maybe you can read, if you accusing me of not comprehending, just read 51 and define for us what is the role of the vice president.
So that the audience can have a free-flowing knowledge of what's going on.
Okay.
Coming is not a bad guy. Yeah, Coming is, just a second to wrap up. Coming is not a bad guy, but I will tell you, Coming does not have the popularity, and Coming is a very difficult product to market in our political space. I am a founding member also of the ANC.
Okay.
My
Thank
name
you.
is Sadat Norris.
Thank you.
So,
Kora, what is your name and where are you calling from?
Hello?
Yeah, Kora, what is your name and where are you calling from?
AB, what I want to say here is that the Article 51 that was read by Mr. Yartoe, it has nothing to do with all what he have claimed about Joseph Boakai. That's why I don't support any of them yet. I support Liberia. It has not said anything about what the role that he's trying to delegate to Joseph Boakai, and it is still soon. It is still soon. ANC is capable enough, as Yartoe and others have said, that they are very vigilant enough to win election in Liberia. It is still soon. They can pull away from the CPP. It is not yet late. What are they hurting their head, wasting time behind people who are dirty politically? And Mr. Yartoe should relax his emotion. You cannot be answering every caller emotionally. These are the same people that will vote for your so-called candidate. Please relax your emotion.
Okay.
Kora,
what is your name and where are you calling out from?
Abi,
this is Sam, man.
Yes, Sam.
Sam, hold on for a second. You ask all the questions.
Am I good to go?
No, you're not good yet. Let Mr. Yartoe respond for a second. Just wait.
It's good that you call. This show here is not a show like any other show where you talk about vision and then the host asks you a question. It's a question and answer.
Yes.
So if the man asks me a question, I will answer the question. Let me tell you something, man. I read what was written, the role of the vice president. You are asking me that I must make a choice between two persons. Who is a better candidate? And how do I determine betterness? It's determined through the life and the past of that person. That past will justify to me whether that person is the right person. And I'm saying to you, when I talk about fighting corruption, who is better to fight corruption?
But Mr. Yartoe, Mr. Zana Big Kumi served on the bank board and he served on Chevron board.
Oh, so Chevron is a bankrupt company? Chevron is not bankrupt. The bank is not bankrupt, but the government of Liberia squandered. No, you're mute. I can't hear you. Chevron, and it was exemplary. The man
and he's serving the government as well.
No.
Mr.
You're
Kumi
wrong.
serving the government as
Mr. Cummings served on boards, and those boards were exemplary. Okay, that board did not stop me from not having school in Riverside.
Okay.
Chevron board. Chevron is not a bankrupt company. Coca-Cola is not a bankrupt company. I'm saying to you, when Mr. Cummings talked about fighting corruption, that he as coming in his term as president will set the anti-corruption code up. Who do I believe? A guy who was there as a supporter, as a presiding officer of the Senate, and who attended meetings of the cabinet and couldn't do it. Do I believe that guy or do I believe? When Mr. Cummings tells me, I will use the resources, listen to me now, and I will make sure that it is for the people. Do I believe Mr. Cummings or I believe a guy who presided over the Senate that signed 64 bogus? Is that a man that we say, my people, we are in competition for ideas and we're in competition for the hearts. Let's take emotions out. I'm just telling you, this show is different. If I go on second show, it'll be different. If I go, this my man Abraham here, he can like throw fire at people. I throw it right back at him. He bring all the people, your talk, I'll just be laughing. Because guess what happened? We got truth on our side. You don't like to hear a guy who say, he and the old lady, they squander their resources. Then you say, oh, that man say, I was a race car parked in the garage. Oh, so you tell me you attended all that meeting, and you were just parked, and you don't say nothing, but you're collecting a paycheck every single year for 12 years.
Okay.
Hey,
Mr. Yartoe, let hold you there. Let take Samuel. Samuel, I'll be on the line for long. Samuel, go ahead.
Okay. You know, AB, people like Mr. Yartoe are the one that are sending misinformation out there, and they are not helping Cummings.
Oh, really?
They are not helping Cummings.
Like how?
It's a shame that the ANC folks wants to shift all the blame on JMB for him being the vice president, which makes sense because he was the VP. But how can Mr. Yartoe say Mr. Cummings is a clean guy when the same book of transaction that he's talking about the oil company that Helen and her children broke down, Cummings was serving on that board and his signature to it. Cummings was working with my Helen on the board of RB, and that's where they were transferring all of the Liberian transaction. That's the bank that are responsible for all Liberian foreign transaction. And Cummings was on that board that had direct effect on the country growth and productivity. And then Mr. Yartoe want to present Cummings to Liberians as the clean guy.
Oh man, he's clean. I have a bank account.
Chevron that we all complain about today that Noka is broken.
Hold on.
Why are you on a board, Mr. Yartoe? You are on a board as an advisor. You are on a board. If you knew that
Samuel, don't
run. Why didn't you quit? The same question we can ask JMB today. Cummings knew that Helen was not doing the right thing. Why did Cummings never walk away from the Chevron bowl? Why did he not walk away from the RB Bank bowl? Cummings was working quietly on a cover, helping Mananseli to hide the money that she was stealing from the Liberian people on the RB Bank, and she owned 20% to day off. Through the help of Alexander B. Cummings. That is not the problem. His hands are clean. Recently, there was a tape that just leaked out about ANC staff using cash violence to bribe people in other countries.
Tell me why we should make clean.
Recently, there was another executive member of Liberty Party
Samuel.
Talk saying that ANC or Cummings promised to pay them $5 million through mutuality if they were pushing to become the standard bearer for the CPP. That is not corruption. That is clean.
Samuel, let Mr. Yartoe respond.
Samuel, convince me why Boakai is the better president. Don't tell me about Cummings. Anything I'm not telling about Boakai, tell me why Boakai, after 12 years, should be the man who can take that mantle for CP. Give me one sentence that will make Boakai. Give me it now, man. And I didn't tell you that Cummings will be a better leader.
Samuel, you hear that?
Tell me, will you believe that Boakai will be anti-corruption? Mining, Boakai have already written out. Okay, tell me, oh man, don't say Cummings did a rumor that I'm telling you in the issue of mining and entrepreneurship. Money is what works. The $500 million you gave to Liberians in remittances that all we can sleep for, we push our cartoon instead of feeding our family, we're giving it to our relatives for school fees. You know the difference between us and Nigerians? Do you know the difference between us and Nigerians and Ghanaians? We remit more of the percentage of our remittances go on sustenance of food. Like Nigerian, Southern would they send money for school fee. Every Nigerian in the diaspora, they got big houses in their place. Because you know why? They don't worry about the school fees, the hospital bill, and all that. They do help. Hello? But every cent that we send to Liberia is on that. And we had 12 years to raise that.
Okay. Samuel, go ahead.
Yeah, bill nothing. So Samuel,
Mr. Yartoe, I should tell him why I would choose Cummins. I would choose Bwaka over Cummins. These are my reasons. Number one, you said you cannot fall in the river and bring somebody that push you in the river to get you out of the river. One, I cannot be in the river, I'm getting drowned, and I take someone that don't know how to swim, or I call someone that does not know how to swim to come and help me, or that had never been in water before to come and help get me out. I won't make that mistake.
If I jump in the water, you say,
if your roof is leaking, and you got a carpenter that just went into the carpenter shop today to work, and you got someone that been working in the carpenter shop before, who will you call to re-roof your house? Are you going to call the person that been there before, or you got to call the person that has never been there before? That's one of my reasons. Ellis Cummins had never worked in the public sector. We don't know if he's corrupt or not. We all live in the Western world. The systems are built here. Liberia does not have those systems, number one. That's number two. Number three, JMB has worked in government. He's not corrupt. He's not perfect, but he's not corrupt to the level that it will cause serious harm or damage the country. Another reason there is that at the moment, Alexander Cummins is not a winnable ticket. This is what you guys in the ANC need to understand. I come here and I'm baking my brother. This is why you people need to understand in the ANC. You people want Alex Cummins to come, and then Bwaka and everyone else go and support him. But you guys are not looking at the risk that is involved in making Cummins a candidate. Number one, Cummins is not electable. That's number one. Number two, Cummins becoming the head of the CPP, there is a high possibility of the CPP splitting. You know why? Because Cummins betrayed this group before. 2017, when they needed him as a leader,
are you the guest or are you an person?
He went and sat there. Cummins does not know the importance of coalition. Cummins won the coalition to put him on the back while he sat there and do nothing and walk away. And this is my question to you, Mr. Yartoe. You guys always say ANC is dirty. JMB hands are dirty. The other hands are dirty. Mr. Yartoe, Cummins hands are clean. Why should you put your clean hands in someone else's dirty hands when you don't want your hands to get dirty? Why can't you guys make that argument easier and just walk away from the CPP with your clean hands and present it to the Liberian people? How easy is this thing for the ANC? You guys are shifting blames left and right. Cummins hands are clean. Cummins is the perfect guy. Cummins is the good guy. Why don't you guys ask Cummins to walk away with the clean hands, with a perfection, and present it to the Liberian people, and let this argument be laid to rest? Why you guys keep pushing Cummins on the CPP with the clean hands when the CPP is dirty? How can you be riding on the eagle arm and you keep saying the eagle arm smells? How does it make sense to you, Mr. Yartoe? You was the chairman when we all supported DeLong. How does it make sense to you? Are you doing this because you tried to force DeLong to become president and DeLong said he was not ready for it? Is that the reason why he became DeLong and the rest of the folks? Is that the reason? And it's simple, man. We love to people like you for perfect direction, but the decision you make is really, really wrong. On a serious note, baby. Mr. Yartoe, you cannot present Cummins to the community. Cummins is not electable.
You're not a guest.
Okay.
Thank you. The man is clean. Why can't you get your clean hands off the dirty people and then go present yourself as a good person?
I will tell you why.
That's not argument. You will present all your clean stories to the people and they will vote for you. Why you want the dirty people to take it to the presidency? Does it make sense to you?
I will tell you why, oh man. If you stop talking,
thank you.
Okay, Samuel, let me tell you something. All that why. I told you, give him a vision for Boaka. He can articulate one vision. I'm saying to you, we have a collaboration where people sign document. For you, you are not used to keeping your word. Kumi, one thing that Kumi said to me that really touched my heart. He says, Emmanuel, I've signed a document that I will live by.
Mr. Emmanuel Yartoe, can't you wait for us to take 5 calls? Then
No.
respond?
They tell me that your people must give one question. If they have question, let them just pass by them. Because Kumi is keeping his words. He's not going to move. He said, let's go to convention. And if I lose, I will support. How can you, an honorable man, will say something like that? Because you are not used to keeping your word. The word is a bond. And by the way, maybe you supported Dylan for the wrong reason. You didn't know who Dylan was. Dylan said, I'm here to shake the table. I'm here to bring the light. When you voted for darkness, and when we turn the lights on, we see all the dead people around. Do you think we're going to use the same die on die? They cannot clean die over.
Okay. Mr. Yartoe, let hold you right there. Quarter from 7562. Go ahead.
Hey, Abraham, this is George Kemmel. I'm calling you from Las Vegas. And I want to say thank you for taking my call. One thing I want to say here, that Liberia, our democracy is getting to somewhere. Why? Yeah, because people are given the opportunity to
flex their intellectual muscles.
Yeah, I mean, I really enjoying it. So what I would say, because right now I can't make no comment because I'm driving, and so I just called to make a comment. And I want to tell Mr. Yartoe, thank you so much for selling your candidate. What I want to suggest to you, Abraham, try to bring somebody to make Shamo for Joseph Boakai.
No, I will bring somebody from United Party tomorrow.
Okay.
He got no record.
Democracy going somewhere. So I mean, I really appreciate Mr. Yartoe continue doing it. You brought down and now you bring it comment. That's a great thing.
Okay. Thank you. Quarter from 6494. Go ahead.
Yeah, Abraham, hi, it's me again. Give me a minute. Abraham, let me ask you, right? You're doing your show. No disrespect to you. You the host for your show, right?
Yeah.
That man before this man, did he come to make fuss? We discussing the issue. What Yartoe doing? Yartoe selling here. Kennedy. So bring everybody. Or you see the problem with people, then we let to compare with America. Okay? In America, when you call me, when it's time for politics, yeah, people say the worst, people do the worst. But then they let us say, oh, in America and all of that. Me and you live in Liberia's a third world country. You got to understand it's a third world country. You are my system that we got here. It's not a system back there. So they need to start making comparison. Okay? And this is the thing, okay, Joseph Boakai was a vice president, he had no role that fine. But my thing here, this is what it is. I remember vividly when Obama left office for Joe Biden to run, the man told him, said, I was not ready, it was not the time because he was dealing with a family issue, his son being sick and all of that. And then when that whole thing happening in America with the COVID with Donald Trump, they put together and they said, okay, we got to join forces to take the man out of power. All of them went for the debate. All of them went for the rounds. At the end, they came to a conclusion. They had a discussion and they picked Joe Biden as the standard bearer. You understand what I'm saying? Why I said the country cannot do the same? Nobody said, okay, come selling sugar water, he shot, he this and that, he corrupt. They joined CPP because at that time what the country was going through, when the people make that announcement, people used to say, but why the opposition in the country? That when the Bronsky, all of them joined together and said, okay, we'll collaborate all the 4 parties to stand forces, to go against what we are. Even if they were corrupt, that's why he don't want to go corrupt. No way.
Okay.
He's trying to stay clean. Regardless of him being the CPP, that's why he's trying to tell them, say, listen, we get our word to the Liberian people. You're not doing it the straight way. And so much of that because all the parties that join with communists, they don't use to doing things the right way. They always bending rules and regulations. Then they say, you understand Liberian politics. That's why they're fighting this man. Why can't we go to primary? Why can't we have debate?
But the people say that they will go for primary, but they will vote black vote. So why you want to Why you want to force the opponent to vote?
Your vote? Why you want reserve vote? Why you holding people against their will? There is not injustice to the Liberian people.
No, it's not injustice.
Why you force me say you have to vote for Abraham because I the one won't care whether you like it or not, sign the paper. So when Abraham go for the contest, Abraham already win, but then we just go in there for formality. For what? The man said let play, let the process play out. If Barker will support him. Okay? Why they against that man's team? There were a lot of Liberians in this country who wealthy, who got money, who sustain themselves properly, cannot go to that country because the jealousy, the evilness.
Okay,
and I want to bring to this man wrong.
Thank you. Thank you. Quarter, what is her name? Quarter that according from 7442.
Hello?
Yeah, quarter from 7442.
Yeah. Hello?
Yeah, quarter from 74.
Yeah, it's me, Ellen. Can you hear me?
Yeah, you are live.
The ANC, seriously.
I'm coming to you, Samuel.
ANC, this man will not give them a chance to put in work. He interrupts every sentence or every conversation. But when somebody talking for him, he gets very quiet and you see a little ticks in the background. Very arrogant, ignorant, unsophisticated people. They turn people off. You guys turn people off.
But they turn people off. They turn
like
when you say that about the ANC. When you say that about the ANC, when you say that about the ANC, then I will not disagree. I will disagree with you.
Abby, you see how you insulting me without I'm laughing at you, my dear. You insulting me, I'll just laugh at you because you have no vision whatsoever about your candidate.
Dominate the entire conversation. They think they are better than everybody. Everybody is believing.
Tell me why Waka is better than Cummings.
Arrogant to the people, and that's the turn off.
Tell me it has nothing to do with arrogance.
That's my point I was trying to make. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Quarter, what is her name and where are you calling from? Quarter from 6996. Quarter from 6996.
Is it 8696?
Yeah, it 6896.
Yeah, Evie, thank you so much. My name is Saros. But Evie, please tell Yartoe. Yartoe is a guest on the show. He's not a moderator or he's not a co-host. So when people call, he should be able to give people the time to be able to make a point. All he needs to do is to be able to jack down points. That's all.
Okay.
Now, having said that, my first question to Yartoe is, yesterday Yartoe was the one who was preaching George Weah, told the Liberian people that George Weah was the cleanest man in Liberia. Henceforth, we should be able to give him the presidency. So I don't know whether Yartoe has lied to the Liberian people and he's coming back with another lie. That's point number one.
No, but hold on, man. Let me correct you first before you go to point number 2. Hold on, Abby.
No, Mr. Yartoe, it's better that you jack the point down.
No, I won't get it down. Let me just dispel it right before I go. This guy here, doesn't know who Yartoe is. Hold on. Baby, you don't know who Yartoe is. My name is Emmanuel Yartoe for a reason, oh man. I left CDC in 2014 when George Weah was no longer. If you can show me one tip, you can show me one voice until this week. Have you even seen my face with all the Dylan stuff you saw? Because you didn't pay any money to Dylan, so you didn't see my face. If you get one voice that said Yartoe said George Weah should be president, then oh man, I will give you my house for free.
Okay.
I will give you my car for free.
Go ahead.
Show me one. So don't lie. You are absolute liar, oh man, and acknowledge it. Don't tell me nonsense. You're a liar. I've never supported George Weah for president. Never. I was not in CDC in 2011. I was not in CDC in 2017. Listen to me, oh man, and get the facts. I joined CDC in 2012. I left in 2014. 2 years. So don't say that nonsense to me. That point one, I dispelled that already. So your credibility is lacking.
Of the Republic of Liberia as a relate to the vice president of the.
No. I didn't hear your the second point. What's the second point?
My final point is.
Yes.
If you talk about the issue of why accept the issue of black voting in the United States and
not accept in Liberia?
Yeah, and you don't accept.
Okay, hold on. Let me ask a question. What state do you belong to, oh man? Hold on, oh man. Hold on. Which state are you coming from?
Has its own bylaws and constitution that
Oh man,
Mr. Emmanuel Yartoe is asking which state that you belong, which state you are in currently.
I'm in New York.
You want to tell me that New York had a black vote for Joseph Biden as president of the United States?
No, the black voting is not the general election.
I said Joseph Biden as presidential candidate in New York ballot. On New York ballot, was that a black vote? I said, oh man, you don't know about politics. I said, give me the black vote. No, your point is wrong. You are absolutely wrong. Joseph Biden as candidate. Oh man. When he came to Michigan, he didn't have black vote with it.
Yeah, Mr. Emmanuel Yartoe, just listen. You will make the point. You will make the point at the end. At the end of the, I'm saying that let us take 5 calls and then you respond to them.
Abi, the reason why I'm questioning is that because he started with lying principle first. The premise on which he based his whole question is a lie. You don't know who Emmanuel Yartoe is. You don't really know Emmanuel Yartoe is. Oh, the man was selling George Weah. Whole face line. You are a liar.
From 030305.
But Abi, hold on, Abi. Before the guy come in, this guy had a big.
I wanted to ask Yartoe 2 questions.
Yeah, Mr. Emmanuel Yartoe, somebody said they have 2 questions for you. Yeah,
the first question I want to ask Yartoe is: did he support it, or has he supported CDC-led governments to come to power at any point? That's the first question.
Okay. The second question.
Now, the second question, this one is not a question, but I want Yartoe to be honest with the Liberian people. The reason he's supporting Cummings for because.
Oh man, no, don't put words in my mouth.
Hold on. Let Mr. Yartoe answer the first question.
I said, let me answer your question. Oh man, they think I come back sport with you myself. So I came prepared. You have facts. When you come back, you have facts.
Yeah, the man asking, have you supported the CDC-led government to come to power?
Led government. Led government started in 2017. You don't know the different words. Oh man, for me, I'm from a Bushy real set, but I know how to use words. I have never supported led government. I told you, I joined CDC in 2012. I left CDC in 2014. Did CDC put up any candidate in 2012 to be president?
No,
did they put up
I'm not hearing him. He said no. I'm not hearing him.
Yeah, he is saying no. He did not support any CDC candidate that led to the presidency. So that question has been answered. So your next question.
Thank you. Mr. Yartoe, we need to be honest with the Liberian people today and tell us the truth because we all supported ADD to come to power. The main reason we left the FOD, the main reason you're supporting Alexander Kumi, you need to tell the Liberian people the truth today. Thank you very much.
Okay. Thank you. Samuel, go ahead.
No, but hold on. Let's answer the question before we go ahead.
You know, the people, what the lady that came on and said I was making fuss. You see, these are some of the hypocrites in Liberia.
Hold on.
If you were on your show calling back to back, referring to Okobe with her dialysis nose, and she was saying all kinds of stuff, that wasn't making fuss. That wasn't making fuss. When she called back to back and tried to present...
Samuel, hold on.
I have no right whatsoever to talk when I'm talking because I was asked a specific question. You already had your chance to ask question. You are not a guest on the show. When I leave, you can come and become a guest and you espouse Boaka's position. No problem. But I'm the guest here. So give me a chance. Look, that man over there that said, when you come to the question, for me, I'm a Palago man. I've been causing trouble since I was a little kid. You don't understand me, right? I'm saying to you that the man asked me, I supported a CDC-led government. It's a bogus lie on his face. Everywhere. From that beginning, I know he's just a bogus liar. Secondly, the man does how the FOD was founded. Dillon was not running for president. He running for dog catcher. The man wanted to be senator. For days in and day out, people like us that sacrifice our family to bring forth that vision of change.
Boy,
Listen to me, man. So I will answer your question once and for all. I didn't know who Dylan was, but I believe in the idea of change. Dylan came forward and said, look, Liberia needs to be different. After 175 years of doing the same thing over and over, for 5 million people, oh man, we can't change this country because we are dishonest people and dishonest voters. Oh man, we all supported Dylan with our hard-earned money. People like us work 10 hours a day. God bless me, I got a job that I can work 2-3 hours and go do Liberian thing. If I was like most of you that get 9 to 5 job, but now you couldn't have even served as chairman for one day. When I was in the trenches calling you to beg you for the money that you gave me. How many of you can beg for money? Do you think I'm ashamed? I've did that because I want to change. Not a penny. I gave Dylan money. He gave me a dime. Dylan promised me you're going to turn the light on. He did. Dylan promised me you're going to shake the table. He did. Then all of a sudden, Dylan say, I am leaning. Oh man, that a man's choice. But you can't say because I was about to change, I should go back to darkness. The darkness that we fought for. We defeated George Weah in Monserrate County twice. You mean to tell me, my people, I should go back to that darkness? Do I look stupid to you guys? You don't know what Emmanuel Yartoe is? I've never supported George Weah. Oh, I do never supported George Weah. Never will. I spent 2 years with George Weah, and I know George Weah in and out. Unlike most of you that know George Weah from a distance, George Weah spent 4 days for me, mano a mano. And the man could not even articulate a vision more than 5 minutes.
Too much chance, man.
I'm saying to you, no, I mean, I'm the guest. You don't have to ask questions.
The man is my guest.
I'm the guest. If you want to ask questions,
you have to hold on. You have to
if
hold
I
on.
take if I take I don't
answer,
answer, if I take right now, I won't answer any of your question. I can leave, oh man. That's the choice I have. I'm saying to you that when we fought for Dylan, we had an ideal that we wanted to make Liberia better. We said to every one of us in the diaspora that we are sick and tired of being shamed every single time we post somebody that came to the job. When we voted Madam Salif, I didn't vote for Madam Salif when they voted, but the majority voted her. We gave her a chance for 12 years to clean up the mess that whoever she combine or those who will participate in the war. We said, let's give her a chance. And we gave her 12 years, my people. You can have one kid by 12 years, they're grown now. In some culture, they're even married. Then we turn around and we say we want change. And a sitting vice president that had all the paramount chief, all the clan chief, all of the superintendent, all the commissioner under his control. He could not win a guy who a football player. The man said, I ain't got no platform. I ain't got nothing. My people, I love you. That's all he said to Liberian people. And the man could flop. Oh, man, the man got a right to talk. The man, the talk show that they invited me. You don't have the right to talk. You understand that?
Okay.
You wait for your turn. When I feel talking, Sam, you are talk already, then you will come in and you ask your question. If you want to pontificate, you ask AB for time. Oh man, I'm a palawa, I know the system how it works. Okay. This show here, I keep specific for you. But hold on, and not time to talk yet. Let me talk. When I'm tired, I will land and you'll come in. I will over talk you because guess what happened? You don't have reason. You come attack me. Do you know just sit on there?
Let me go ahead. Let me go ahead. This talk show get rules.
Okay. No, they talk show, yeah, that talk show. They want to talk show.
We'll come to you. We'll come to you. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
But that will clear out. You can come on the show and make
I can be the most articulate.
Go ahead. Yeah. Let me go ahead.
I can be the most articulate person who I want to be. I can be the most dramatic person I want to be. I grew up in the bush. I grew up in the city. So don't tell me nothing that you don't know. I'll say, let me tell you something, man. When you come on the platform, hold on, Sam, you gotta talk while talking. When you come on the platform, come with facts. Don't say the man supported Zambia and you got no idea who the man is. Don't say the man and the man supported the person. I never supported George Weah for president.
No, but they're two different guys. All right.
No, but the other man I'll deal with him too. Because guess what happened? He doesn't understand how the system works. Oh man, when you come, you have 1 minute to ask a question. You're not the guest. I'm the guest. I answer all the questions.
Okay, so we have caller from 0831.
Try to respect me or else I'll deal with you accordingly.
Yeah, go ahead.
I will send it back to you.
I just want to have some info on this show.
Okay.
I hear a lot of young people calling, talking about Bwaka and forgetting forgetting about the future. It's just because somebody went in government, it means to say they should make them president. I was in Liberia. I laid all my life in Liberia, right next to Joseph Boakai house. What Joseph Boakai, even from the road to from rehab to go to a house, there was no car road. Why people will go and do this thing to Liberia? Why? So young people, why the young people don't want to see the bigger picture about their own country? And those people who even talking, they don't even have no future.
It's democratic.
All
It's
they
practiced
do
all
is
around the world.
to back wrong. What Joseph Boakai can do? Oh, they want to put Joseph Boakai there for them to rule Joseph Boakai like Ellie could be our best president, but because of her age, there were so many things going on. That's the same thing the Liberian people want to do for Joseph Boakai. That's why they're yelling all over the place. Because they know that Joseph Boakai is old, so they want to use him to damage Liberia.
Thank you. Quora, what is your name and where are you calling from? Quora from 6249. Quora from 6249. Okay. Quora from 5062. Quora from 5062.
Yes, AB.
Yeah, go
Thank
ahead.
you. This is Chief Collie calling you, and thank you for giving me the audience to at least ask a little bit of question here. And my question is specific there going to Honorable Emmanuel Yartoe. I appreciate his deliberations on the show, but he made some statement that I don't understand. He said he never supported George Weah whatsoever.
No. Mr. Yartoe, no. Mr. Yartoe never said I never supported George Weah. He said he never supported the Weah-led government. The Weah-led government, he never supported that. The man joined CDC in 2012 and resigned 2014 from CDC. So the CDC have election 2014.
When his statement, he should not say he never supported George Weah, but he should say he never supported this government. Because if you listen to the repeat of this podcast, you will hear me say he never supported George Weah.
Colleague, George Weah was not president in 2014. He didn't run for president in 2014.
Listen to him. Listen to him. Let him repeat it again. Listen to him.
No, I'm saying if you listen to the repeat of your show, you will hear Mr. Yartoe saying he never supported George Weah. But then he said he joined the CDC for 2 years. So I wanted him to make a clarification on that.
Okay, I will clarify.
I'm listening to him. I'm not stupid. That's why I call.
Okay.
He said he never supported George Weah whatsoever. Then he's saying he joined the CDC for 2 years. So I wanted for him to clarify that first.
Okay. Thank you.
Then the next. Chief Collie, you see how easy it is? I will clarify. The man said that the man supported the George Weah government. I said that's an absolute lie. I've never supported George Weah for president of Liberia or vice president of Liberia. Never. I joined CDC in 2012 when there was no elections. I left CDC in 2014 when there were no elections. So you can't say, and you will never find one tape or writing that say George Weah must be president of Liberia.
Okay.
Then you're lying. See, and you clarify that. Never supported George Weah to be president or vice president. Never. I joined CDC because CDC had a... What?
All right. Quora, what is the name and where you more likely, we are waiting for Samuel, because Samuel will be our last caller. Quora, what is the name and where are you calling from?
Yeah, my name is Elijah Ennis. I'm calling from Atlanta, Georgia.
Go ahead.
Yes, I got a question for Mr. Yartoe.
Go ahead.
Yes, I'm from the same county. I'm from Riverton, but he seems somehow confused. I was asking some questions for him. He said he did not, according to him, he said he did not support George Weah for president. The 2 years that he was supporting CDC, for who was he supporting and why was he supporting CDC?
Okay. Thank you.
Easy is for president. 2012, he was not president. He was not candidate. 2013, there was no election for president. 2014, there was no election for president. George Weah ran for senator. So how can I explain that? 2017, George Weah ran for president, and you can't find one writing, even outside of that, I say I supported George Weah. Never. I didn't support any candidate. Okay. So what are you talking about? If we're seeing candidate, any from real sense? Have you gone to real sense lately, old man? Do you think I'm going to support somebody who was given a chance and then deliver? Do I look at somebody who just support somebody? Oh man, my mom was a market when she suffered, but guess what happened? She lived a good life because her investment paid off by bringing me and my siblings up. The sacrifices. She died in America. She was taken back to Liberia to be buried. Very few people can do it. You know why? Because her insurance was her children.
Okay.
Our people in Liberia today don't have that insurance no more. When the kids are still living in their houses, and job we are saying them go back to their man house. Do you think is that the future we want? After 12 years of somebody ruling with $14 billion in investment, direct investment according to them, our people are still living in their parents' house. They're calling you, they're calling me every night. We can't sleep. When we push our little cartoon, we gotta send Western Union. The day we'll stop sending Western Union for food and we send it to build our houses, we will all be fine. Then that day, Liberia will be doing good.
Thank you.
I'm saying to you, for me and my family.
Samuel, go ahead.
Yeah, Ebi, let me just ask this question one at a time and then Chairman Yartoe can answer me.
Okay.
Chairman Yartoe, Mr. Kumi served on the board of Chevron and on the RB Bank board. That was part of the reason why the country oil company went down, and Kumi was part of that process. How can you distinguish Mr. Kumi from some of the wrong that Madam Sirleaf did and his action today?
Okay, and then the second question?
No, you already asked.
My next question will be, Mr. Yartoe said, Cummins is the change. Cummins is the clean guy. The rest of the guys, Papuaka, the corner opportunity, and you need the rest. Can I ask Mr. Yartoe, can you guys speak to Alice Cummins so he can be able to go by himself as a clean person and present himself as a clean person to the people?
Thank you.
Then my last question, I want to ask Mr. Yartoe. In the CPP framework, it states clearly that every party will have their independence. Joseph Boakai was elected for 6 years, and his term has not ended yet. The letter that Mr. Cummins wrote, was it appropriate, was it necessary for him to have written that letter in that manner to the Unity Party?
Thank you.
AB, I'm waiting for my answer.
Okay.
So let me take the second question first.
Kora, you hold on the line. Let us go to Mr. Yartoe. Yeah, Mr. Yartoe.
The man said that Kumi must leave, and that is the reason why we're in this mess we are in. When people write something down in Liberia, they'll never honor their word. You know what really caused me to join Cummins? When Cummins looked me in the face and said, Emmanuel, I said, Cummins, I'm from a radical viewpoint. I told you, if I were in CPP as ANC, which I am not, I was going to say, don't join the CPP. He said, Emmanuel. And I said, right now, you need to leave. You know what he told me? He said, Emmanuel, what kind of leader would I be when I've signed something and I run away? Is that what you want? That thing touched me so much. I said, well, oh man, I'm on your team. This caller here, Sam, you never encourage people to break their word. The CPP is very simple. We have consensus, which all four of them are going in the room. They say we want this person. If one person says no, the second is elections. That election will determine. And in that process, they say, look, since we have four people, everybody bring their own delegate. Bring your own delegate. Ure, go bring 310. Waka, go bring 310. Cummins, bring 310. And Charles Broskin, at that time, bring 310. Those people, those 1,240 people will go in a room. And they say, we want Cummins, or we want Waka, or we want Charles Broskin, or we want Bernard Ure. Bernard Ure say, I don't want to put my hand there. Normally, guy who assume the role say, I don't want to put my hand there. We have two persons. My people, y'all want to change Liberia, or you want to do the same thing over and over. Let's go to the convention. I will show those 1,200 delegates that if you want change, Kwame is the man. If you want to stay where you are, then go the other way. It is no different. And I keep telling you, oh man, we have to think about ourselves and our children and our grandchildren.
Okay.
Politicians will come and go. So all the question you asked me, Oman, is all centered around that the Liberian people have said they want change. You don't allow the process to happen, my people. If Yartoe loses the battle and Bwaka wins, we will support Bwaka. You see how easy it is? If Kwame have said over and over, I will support Bwaka. Bwaka got all the popularity. If that popularity you want, you don't want competence, then you support the man. Oh man, why you cursing me for? But you're causing a battle because I will fight in the
hall. Okay. Cut off from far now, A3.
Yeah, thank you, Abraham. How you doing, Mr. Yartoe?
Oh, my father, you on there? You see my father, yo? The man, I got all the money in my pocket. I sent it to Dylan.
How you doing, Mr. Yartoe? This is Bud. They know I'm calling from Iowa City. You are Pape.
Oh, my Pape. How you doing?
Yeah, thank you very much. We're facing tough question today. Mr. Yartoe, in our constitution, I will touch common issues. I will touch common issues a little bit. In our constitution of the Republic of Liberia, you said you want change and we want to do something differently in Liberia. The constitution, the revised constitutions of 1986.
I have it right before me right now.
The constitutions of 1986 and the constitutions of 1847 to 1986. Mr. Yartoe.
Yeah.
The constitution says, and I quote.
Which version? Which article?
If you go on our executive, Mr. Yartoe, you and myself, we are lobbying for Liberians in the diaspora. If you go on the executive, you and myself fighting in this country for dual citizenship, in this country for Liberians around the world for dual citizenship. And let me first of all thank Kwame yesterday for his deliberation. He articulates well. He's a man that all of us like. He's our brother.
You ready for him?
Mr. Kwame is a citizen of this country, and you preaching for change. And you preaching for change, and you know Mr. Kwame very, very well. My question here is, Mr. Kwame is a citizen of this country. And once you deny your citizenship from your country and took another citizenship from another country, you cannot, according to our constitution, on our executive, a natural born citizen, which of course is a natural born citizen, and left and king.
Which article?
Oh man, the article is before me.
When I finish with my question, I will show you the article because the constitution is right in front of me.
Okay,
Article 52. Article 52. It says no person shall be eligible to hold the office of the president or vice president unless that person is a natural born citizen of not less than 35 years. Then if that natural born citizen
was coming born in the United States
outside of Liberia, that person is not eligible no more to become president of Liberia. Mr. Yartoe, will you, you know the constitutions, will you tell Mr. Alexander Kwame, as you know, fully, worldly, and you know, you preaching for him, can you tell Mr. Kwame in his face, according to the constitutions of the Republic of Liberia, Mr. Benedict Kwame, you are citizens of America, and I sent you the link. I sent you the link yesterday, and you have it. Can you tell Mr. Kwame that you are not qualified to be president of the Republic of Liberia, nor a vice president of the Republic of Liberia?
Thank you. Cut off from 644.
No. Hold on. Let answer the one first because we can't allow
I just wanted to make this point real quick because I know Liberia, you like to follow people.
Yeah,
Hold on. Let us go back. Omer Brent Noah is my father. I will go to GB when I come back after I travel. Omer, why will you say something like this in public and just disgrace all of us? You cannot be eligible for the office of president or vice president if you're not a natural born. Natural born means that you are born
there, yeah.
Grandparents in
so
a
is
particular
it me?
locality.
It's my turn?
No. Hold on.
So, Kumi is born, as you can show me that Kumi was born in the United States or Ghana or Nigeria. Kumi was born right over there in Monrovia. If Kumi was born anywhere else, then show me the facts. But as far as I'm concerned, nobody have questioned Kumi being born in Liberia. To both Liberian parents, a father and a mother, both Liberian citizens. So that didn't tell me that you're wasting your time.
Okay.
And got property for $25,000 now.
Go ahead.
So I just want to urge the Liberian people to be really careful with this election, because I remember the same thing. Liberian people were dancing for George Weah, that he's going to be the savior, he was going to be the this, he was going to be the that, and then y'all brought George Weah to Liberia. Look at what's going on today. Now you guys are going again talking about Joseph Boakai. Really, I really don't care which one of them, but I'm just making this point because Liberian people, they are copycat. Maybe a lot of Liberians are saying Joseph Boakai because Henry Costa says so. But my thing is, I just urging Liberia, because y'all gonna bring another devil that y'all would not be able to undress. A lot of people talking about, oh, the man is not corrupt, he's gonna go for first term and then he's not gonna run again. How do y'all know that? How did y'all figure out that Joseph Boakai is gonna come there for one term, he's gonna straighten out stuff, he's gonna go, and the country is gonna be good? That's the same thing they were doing in Guinea there. Look at what happened. This guy came and changed constitution. He even went beyond 2 terms. You guys keep saying stuff like, "Oh, Joseph Boakai just gonna straighten up this country. He's not corrupt. He's not this. He's not that." How do y'all figure out that? Now, how did y'all figure this stuff out? Y'all bringing another devil that y'all not gonna address. Me, I really don't care whether it's Comey, it's Boakai, whether it's who. I don't care. But I'm just making a point that y'all Liberian people, when y'all start talking one way, y'all want to encourage everybody to go there.
Okay.
And you cannot be sure if Joseph Boakai is going to go for one term.
Okay. Thank you.
That's a lie. That is a lie.
Thank you. Cora, what is your name and where are you calling on from? Calling from 9693.
Yeah. Ebi, my name is Nathaniel. I'm calling from Minnesota.
Go ahead, Nathaniel.
Thank you for bringing me on your show. I want to say hello to your guests in the studio.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Yartoe, thank you for all of your points. You know, setting your candidate. You know, we are politicians. But first, I can tell anybody, whether Yartoe, JMB, or Comey, George Weah, all politicians, they are the same. They are liars. They are not truthful. We all agree to that. But AP, what I want to understand here is history and we follow Obama, we follow Joe Biden, we follow GMB, we follow people around the world. Who the politician you ever see in this world that just woke up and said, me today, I just want to be president? They have no track record that you can even stand up to say, oh, this is what I can count of this person. You see, the reason I'm saying this is it comes to politics. It's different from business, independent business. It's different from politics. Comey do not want to be senator, do not want to be vice president, nothing. He just want to be president. We agree.
But that's his choice. The man make a choice when he want to serve. That's his choice.
That's a choice. I had no problem. Okay, that's a choice.
You got a problem.
You qualify. You have the money. That's a choice. I have nothing to do with it. That's a choice.
But then why talk about it?
But
why you talking about it?
But I am doing comparison. It's better to live with the devil You know.
No. The word devil is not good. So no. Thank you.
Hold on, AB, please. I'm a talk to your host. Please give me change.
But he's saying that it's better for you to live. The word devil is not a good sound.
Can you please give me change 1 minute, please?
Okay. Go on, 1 minute.
When I say devil, you were educated. When I say devil, I don't mean physical devil. We all were educated.
Devil. Who served wrong for 12 years?
Devil, that means that witchcraft. No, we are figurative speech. We are just saying that it's better to live or somebody that you live with. Like for instance, if you have
and what did the person do for you? Oh man, the person did bad for you.
No, you know your ex-wife way than the girlfriend. That's what we're trying to say. So I'm
thank you.
You allow your wife.
Thank you. Quarter from 2244. Go ahead.
Ebi, just before I call hold on for a second. Let me answer that man. I guess talk.
So, Mr. Yartoe, they may have a question for you. Go ahead.
Yeah, well,
Mr. Yartoe, you brought Delon onto the Liberian people, and you told them that Delon was the best choice.
Delon was a change. Delon was a change.
Now you are the same Yartoe that's sitting on every talk show now, castigating Delon. What assurance?
No, he not castigating Delon. He never castigated Delon.
You see why I cut you off? You see why I cut the area like you off? Why you might castigate? No. Your question is wrong. Your premise is wrong.
But your question is not in place.
Don't malign my character.
Is not in place because what my guest never said, what Mr. Emmanuel Yartoe never said. You know why? I cut you off. What is your name and where are you cutting off from?
But Ebi, hold on for that color cam. Ebi, hold on for a second, oh man. Ebi, hold on for a second. We are here to dialogue.
Are you getting me?
If you want to quote me, oh man. Hold on. We are here to dialogue. If you want to quote me, say exactly the truth. Don't come a lie and you think I will get accepted. If I go on some other shows, oh man, I will be as pleasant as I can be. I'm educated. I'm a well-seasoned person. I'm 54 years old, man. I ain't no small kid on the block. I serve communities. I ran a lot of Liberian organizations, very successful. I got a track record. You may not know me because you don't know my record. If you come here and say, I castigate, you know what castigate means? Do you think I'm speaking Basa to you? I'm speaking English to you. I've never said anything. I said, Delon was elected for a reason. Delon is an advocate as a senator. He's not an executor. He don't execute the budget. He just approved the budget. Delon said he will show the light, and he did that admirably. Delon said he will shake the table. But Delon didn't promise us that he was going to build the roads. Delon said from the beginning, even if I had money, I won't give it to you. The people voted for him. We as Liberians in the diaspora convinced our people to look at the change that Delon was bringing. Hold on, Omer, you're asking questions. You got to talk. When I finish, you can talk. I'm invited guests.
No, yes, not talking.
You ask your question. I'm here to talk. You ask your question.
Hello?
But don't.
Yeah, hold on.
Hold on. Don't come with false premise. Don't put words in my mouth. I ain't died yet. If you say it to me, I will interrupt you and I will correct you. So ask a question and give me a vision plan. I'm not attacking anybody. I'm saying for me and my family that I know the little influence that I have, and I'm calling around like I did for Delon. That folks, we want to change. The Liberian people say they want to change. Not me. I didn't vote in 2017. I voted in 2011. But 2017, I didn't have a candidate. I didn't believe that the people that were there, that it was enough. If I voted for Komi, you're not going to win. So why would I pay? I would pay $5,000 to go to Liberia to vote for a guy that at that time could not win. The two persons that I said they were looking at Waka and they were looking at George Weah. And both of those people, I know George Weah very well, and I know Waka very well. I decided to abstain. It is my right. I'm saying that in 2023, I will participate fully, and I will cast my one vote for Cummings.
Okay.
And I will convince those who have ears to say that Cummings is the right choice because Cummings provides that opportunity for me to, as a businessman, to flourish in Liberia.
Okay.
For me to know that corrupt.
We will take 4 more quarters and then we'll quarter a day.
Okay,
We'll
3
take
hours.
4
The only
more
guest that
quarters.
here was 3 hours. You're talking. Okay, how many of your guys will come at UP and stand all this abuse for 3 hours? Y'all can do it because y'all got no idea.
What is the name and where are you quartering from?
Hello. My name is
Yeah, quarter from 0538.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
From California. Okay, my name is Sylvester Nyoma.
Hello,
I'm calling
AB.
from California,
Yeah, you hold
San
on.
Diego.
I should hold on.
I should hold on.
You that called me from 2095, you hold on, and you that called me from 0538, you go ahead.
Okay, so I'm on. My name is Sylvester. So can I talk now?
Yes.
Okay. I listened to your studio platform guest. So before I make a comment, I just want to ask when you talk about between the two candidates, JMB and the other Cummings. We refer to JMB as the popular person. Maybe if other people who want to vote for popularity can go there, but when they want competency, they can go to, if I got it correct, to Cummings. I don't know what the yardstick he's using for competency in government. This is going private.
Okay, you just place the question and then you will answer at the end of the show because the show is coming now to our end.
Okay, so I don't know the yardstick, but to go further, there is no way you can compare when it comes to the competency of working in government without a JMB and Cummings. JMB has leverage, no joke. I worked as an auditor 10 years from GSC in Liberia. I understand what the public sector determines. And I also have a knowledge of the FDA in the United States. I know what the corporate sector, public corporate sector determines. The challenges in the public sector, working as a CEO or deputy CEO, that is not what you count in government. Particularly Liberia, is so systemic when it comes to corruption.
Okay.
So only people that have the knowledge, that have withstood the influence, not to get involved in corruption, that understand how government can be.
Your question, please. We don't have time. Your question, please.
I asked a question. You said he will answer at the end of the day, but I'm making my comment and close so I can leave him at the end of the day. He will do.
Okay.
He will go ahead.
Okay.
So I'm making my comment now. So I just want to let you know that government, public sector is quite different from public corporation. So for me, I have a broad knowledge on all because as an auditor, I know what it means. When you are in a public corporation where coming come from, it's easy to manage. And very easy, but not in the public sector. In Liberia, I like to discuss with Liberia because the kind of system that we have over the corrupt system. So if you don't have the knowledge, you don't boast that you can do it. Most especially to the point where you can say, I don't even want to start anywhere under the presidency.
Okay, thank you.
It fears me.
Thank you. What is the name? Quarter from 4226.
Yeah. Sorry for me coming for the second time on the show. This is birthday.
You have 1 minute.
Mr. Yartoe again. Mr. Yartoe, this is birthday one. Okay, why are we fighting for dual citizenship in Liberia? And I ask you a question and you dodge it. Why? Why you can't tell the Liberian people the truth, Mr. Yartoe? I am saying again, please answer my question directly, yes or no. If yes, why? If no, why? Can you please look in the face of Alexander Cummings, our brother, that you are not qualified to be president of Liberia? If you do, CDC will bring up a lot of things and will end in court. Can you please tell Brother Alexander Cummings you are not eligible to be president of the Republic of Liberia, please?
Thank you. Quarter, what is your name and where are you calling out from? Quarter from 64992. No, Mr. Yartoe, we're just trying to get the 4 quarters.
It's 9:42. You know, I just have the time. I mean, only God, I would just accept the insult there.
Okay. Go ahead.
After 3.5 hours, man. You know,
yeah, hold on, quarter. Let me say Yartoe answer that question.
I'll take 2 more calls and I'll be out of here. Is there a question or you want to make a comment? If you got a comment, when I leave, you can make all your comments. Oh man, I don't have more than 4 hours. I've been here for more than 2 hours.
Yes.
So got time. I got important stuff in my life to do.
Okay.
I'm not just sitting out here. So I got 5 cartoons I gotta push. Y'all give me a time to put my cartoon. Let me tell you, oh my boy, bro, you know you're my father. But you brought your own argument and you lost. 52 says no one can become president or vice president unless they are a natural born Liberian citizen of not less than 35 years old. So as they show me, I will go to Kumi, or you show me that Kumi was born in Ghana, he's not natural born, his father and his brother, they were not Liberian, then I was natural born. If that was the case, then I will tell you, say, oh, yeah, Kumi, you qualify. But if you can show me that you were born in Mars or you're born in the United States, then you qualify. But Article 52, and I read it to you verbatim, it says that you are a natural born citizen. And remember now, I led the fight for dual citizenship for my children. My son, I'm a natural born Liberian. I was born right on 18th Street at Keller Hospital. That's where I was born. I moved to Riverside and went to school there. I am a Liberian. I send my Western Union every month. Every month. I don't miss 1 month. I'm entitled to the rights that Claire Weir has when she had 3 passports. That George Weir has when he had 3 passports. I am entitled. The Supreme Court has spoken. 2 years ago, in Dalla case, it says, until the government takes you to court and say, you brought the noir, you willingly went to the United States and you talk about citizenship, therefore I will deny you of the citizenship, and they win a court and the judge put a judgment down, you are still a Liberian because you were natural born. So when 2023 comes, you're going to tell me where you were born, where you were not born. That one of your business. I'm saying to you that when you come to this table and you want to criticize or have the facts, if you want to support a side, there's nothing wrong. I keep telling you, after June of next year, when the primary finish, all of us have agreed that Georgia is bad for us. The same way we agree with George, with Dylan. Remember now, non-partisan. I'm not ANC. I support Cummings and his vision for Liberia. I didn't join ANC. I got 1 paper. My last party was CDC. I resigned. I got my letter in my pocket here. You want to show you? But I'm saying to you, we all will put forth the right candidate. And I will tell you the reason why your candidate is not the right candidate. But at the end, if 1,240 people say in a simple majority, Boakai is our candidate, I think all of us must rally behind Boakai. If they say Kumi is my candidate, we all will rally behind Kumi. That's all I'm saying. But don't tell me I do not have the right to support my candidate.
Thank you.
You see how
caught up from 6494. Go ahead.
Yeah, hi, Emmy. It's me again, T from New Jersey. I just want to comment on Oh yes, Mr. Comment is the way to go, my dear. I want to comment on Mr. Bonois, Mr. Bonois or Mr. Donois. What's his name?
Bonois.
What he's saying, right? You know, this is the thing that really Liberian people, it all bought them, but the war hasn't come out yet. It will come out when the time is right. For penalizing this man, for coming to this country and doing well for himself. You understand?
And doing well for his family. And doing well for his family.
And doing well for his family. But they don't want to pinpoint the word they're looking for. But I'm not going to say it, but the word they're trying to do, we all know where they're going for. Because in America, as a Liberian, when you come in this country, you educate yourself, you put yourself together, and then you become conqueror. And you become this. This is my thing. The government are in power today in Liberia. Check on all of them. Most of them got green card and citizenship. Tell me if I'm wrong. When George came to office, George had citizenship of all these different countries you live in. Did they tell him to turn it over? George was a U.S. citizen. So why is this particular man? Because the man come with different strategies that they never seen. And they're fighting him. Then they're talking about, corporate war is different from this. Management skill is management skill. Okay. When law and order is put in place, things work up. When you put policy and procedure in place, things will work up. Okay. If Cummings is the way that we're God telling us, excuse me, we will go for it. Okay. Enough is enough. Joseph Boakai said, I come in one more thing. Joseph Boakai said, and I will keep repeating what he said. We squander the opportunity of the country. If you go to a bank and you saving with a bank, and the bank go, for some reason, something happened with the bank go bankrupt, and you lost your money, and the bank turn around on a new need to come back, but you know that the same people in the bank, when you take your money back, there's a bank in there?
No,
that's the question I want you to answer with the Liberian. So let it be. Let's go through the process. Anyway, you will find somewhere and sit down. But they will not penalize, but because some are in this country, can have comments, educated, and financially secure. A lot of us in the country financially secure. But when you do this to comments, you're telling us, listen, you come in this country, you're successful, you don't belong in Liberia. That's why Ghana and Nigeria will continue to be far better than our places. Thank you.
Thank you. Quarter from
If for a record, I got 10 more minutes. I can get out of here.
No. We got two more quarter to take. Quarter from 4368.
Hi, how are you, sir?
I'm doing quite all right, and you?
Yeah, I'm doing good. Yeah, I would want to ask the guy in studio,
Mr. Emmanuel Yartoe.
Yeah, Mr. Emmanuel Yartoe, who's advocating for Alexander Kume. I'm a young Liberian woman from 7 years of age.
You are far from your phone.
I'm not far from my phone. I'm very
okay,
close.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm a young Liberian, from 7 years of age, who's trying to see better Liberia. If you guys keep saying Kume is the best, can you tell me what are some of the things that Kume have done? Forget Morovia, because we all have made impact in Morovia, because my father have an estate in Morovia. What have Kume done in his hometown? Maybe when he from say Harper, that we can say the people of Harper now depend on Kume and no investment or whatever he did to elaborate his people, that we can count on, that the way Benin US maybe have his farm or whatever, that he's employing people that we can count on. Can you name it? Because anybody can work over the factory.
Yeah, and I'll name it. Yeah, good question. Maybe I'll end with that because
thank you. Samuel, you are our last quarter. Go ahead.
Samuel already called 5 times. I gotta go, man.
Thanks for picking my call. You know, Mr. Yartoe did not answer 2 of my questions.
Samuel. I would leave. When I leave from here, you can stay and ask all the questions, Hello? Man. I'm tired. I go. Okay. Let me answer the young lady that just
ask your last question. Mr.
No. Oh man, the man got no right to answer more question. You got no right to answer more question.
You can hear me now, baby?
Yeah, I can hear you.
I said, Mr. Yartoe, I'm not asking you a question. Mr. Yartoe did not answer my question concerning the letter that Mr. Cummings wrote. Mr. Yartoe did not answer my question concerning the bull that Mr. Cummings served on Madam Seri government that he's condemning today along with JMB. He did not answer my question he did not answer the question he did not answer the 2 questions, sorry. Okay. And let me just make this comment. Let me just make this comment.
Okay.
That's the reason why I don't answer the question, because you make too much comment.
Mr. Emmanuel Yartoe, you have all of the time now.
Let me ask a question, and AB, I like this forum because guess what? I've been a fire for fire. When I go on other forum, it's more reserved. Then the witness come out of me. You see, I'm from Detroit. We got 2 sides. You got a good side, you got a bad side. It depends who you come. You got a bunch of bad people, you give it to them. I'm saying to you, and the young lady was very right. Why do I want Cummings? I told you that, and I'm learning on this, and I got only 5 minutes and I will close. We fought for change. When we left Liberia, I went to Riverside in 1977. The first time I saw a canoe, a road, I used to see canoe on the Dew River. I lived in Senegal. My father was a survey engineer, the first Liberian survey engineer. My father and my mother worked very hard. My mother sold market on her hay and her pepper. She built her first concrete house. My father was a tailor while he was going to LU. They did those things because they had 11 children and they wanted a future for those kids. My mom sent me to Riverside because she's from Riverside in 1977. I rowed a canoe. I will never forget that day. I was 10 years old. It was 7 o'clock at night. The inland mission people taught me the value of study. I asked one of Kumi's friend the other day, I say, you know this man? I say, oh man, I grew up with a man in Fiamma. You see that boy there, every playground he was studying. His mom was a tailor. His father was a teacher. Kumi was not a rich man. They suffered to put those kids to school because they wanted to give them value, the value of work. When you hold people's success, look at Kumi. Let me go to education. What does Kumi do? Understand, nobody pay Kumi. Whether you want to, you don't want to. How many of you would take your money every month and give it to other people, other your relatives?
But this man have never been tested, Mr. Emmanuel Yartoe.
Okay,
Mr.
I will
Kumi
show
has
you.
never been tested.
Then what happened? Then you go to the primary and then you make your case.
But people are saying that they want to vote black vote.
Oh,
then you guys are complaining.
Hold on, let me learn, and then you will pontificate. You can close. Kumi in on the issue of education. Kumi has sponsored 2,300 and above students in 21 schools across Liberia and paid their wire fee from a private fund. Kumi turned around and gave $177,000 to AMU. Okay? Kumi has equipped the University of Liberia, the laboratory. Kumi donated 350K via. Do you know what 350 mean? It's over $65,000 to Booker Washington Institute. Okay? On healthcare, oh man, Kumi provided over $500,000 worth of medical supplies to hospitals in Makibi, Bon, Bassa, Lofa, of all places, River G, and Maryland. Kumi have supported projects. Kumi secured $50,000 from Coca-Cola and gave it to the Liberian Ebola Fund. On infrastructure, oh man, Kumi has built and renovated 17 schools in Liberia. Oh man, tell me, if this man did not fight to get money, do you think they were going to call him? He got a STEM school, science, technology, engineering school in Liberia. Do you think if God didn't bless it, to whom much is given, much is required? If that man was a poor man, like most of us, we can do all this stuff here. He provided $6 million in macro loan to market women to develop sustainable living. He donated
when you want to become president.
What's wrong with that, old man? The man who is sitting there now, who is paid as vice president, didn't do it. His own lover, he didn't build no school there. And I pay him $1 million for 12 years. So he didn't want to become president, right? And I pay him to do it. I said to him, the budget is under your control. You are the cabinet member in the legislature. Go and write budget. Go and sign and advise the president. He didn't do it. Oh, Kumi want to be president. Oh man, everybody wants to be president. Have they built those things? Have they built those schools? That's the question I ask you. I'm saying to you, and I will learn, that we have only two choices left in the CPP. The CPP, we all agree, will be the proponent of the opposition's choice to represent us. Those of us who have said that the change we wanted in 2017 did not come because we had the wrong man. That's why I left CDC over in 2014, because it didn't take me long to see that George Weah was not the right person. I was never going to support George Weah blindly. George Weah is half reverses, man. I don't care. George Weah can speak Bassa like I speak Bassa. He fired a crew, man. But I will never vote on tribal line. I vote for my people and the interests of my people. And I've said to you that we supported Darius Dillon because we want to change. Dillon has delivered. The promises that he made was that he will forever advocate for us. He will shake the table. But oh man, the people in the Senate cannot execute. Their role is to approve and monitor. And Dillon has done that very, very well. Let us make our choice. There's no fighting over it. The vision before us is very clear.
Okay.
If you want to go to the past, and I will leave, Omer. If you want to go to the past, Joseph Boakai is your choice. If you want to go to the future, I'm asking you to please consider comments. After the election of the CPP nominee, we all will go to the same table. That's why I'm not cursing anybody, Omer. I'm just saying the facts. The facts is that one person sat next to a lady that had $14 billion to her disposal and did not provide. The mayor himself said, we, meaning he and Ellen, squandered. You know what squander means? That's the worst word in the English dictionary. That means you had every opportunity to do good, but you just deliberately did bad.
Okay.
Thank you. We get him. Yeah. So,
thank you, Mr. Emmanuel Yartoe, for coming. Thank you for your brilliant explanation, for your brilliant expose on Mr. Ezanabi Kumis. Thank you, and see you once more.
Thanks a lot, Omer. Thanks for.
That was Mr. Emmanuel Yartoe making a brilliant comments on the mayor that you see behind me. But Umashado, let me say goodbye for now.
There is a game, and everybody's supposed to play, but everybody against one man, and that woman is honest. Yeah. Because he's a super player, because he's a brilliant player. That's right. All the opposition setting defense, double defense, triple defense. Hey! But Roman Walker is not the time on his defensive. He's warming up, Babin is warming up. Yeah, he's jogging, jogging, jogging. And the crowd is cheering for Roman Walker. But one thing I want to tell you, Babin, it's chocolate.